have Whisky.
Yeah, we've got Haggis, Neeps and Tatties too, but we will get to that. Right.
So we're starting.
That was nearly a...
That was nearly a flash before we even get started. We're on the Founders Reserve, the Glenlivet. I want to actually show the cameras. So we're on the Glenlivet Founders Reserve. It's actually quite a nice, smooth. You can get it in actually most supermarkets and even little convenience stores. So yeah, it's a good one to go to. So
Little convenience store, so you can.
Happy Burns night, buddy.
Happy Burns. From one rabbi to a not rabbi. There we are.
I'm a crabby.
Yeah.
So we're going to have some haggis, neeps and tatties. It's actually nice and warm. We're going to eat it while it's hot.
So it's very...
We're going to be very rude to you actually and eat our haggis, neeps and tatties live on air.
Very Scottish tradition, having haggis, neeps and tatties on Burns night. We do eat it the rest of the year as well. It's just...
Specifically today.
Yeah, but we nibble.
What's funny is instantly I'm finding myself speaking more Scottish because it's Burns night. We're having a very Scottish night here.
Right. Rabbi boy is going to get some commentos up while he's eating both. While he's eating both.
Eating both?
So I hope you've all got a dram ready for this one. Now what we typically do on Whisky Live is it's a case of ask us anything. We'll have a bit of banter, bring your A game or your B game, whatever, doesn't matter. And have a bit of banter and just see where the night goes, basically. Sometimes you get out of hand.
So if you have specific weight loss questions, we're more than happy to answer them for you. However, we've already had a few beers. We will be drinking a lot of whiskey tonight. So if the answers are not entirely serious, we apologise in advance.
Here we are. So we've got Justine's on. Hello, boys. Nikki's on. Nikki sounds like she's also having a whiskey.
Hey.
Dale, there's my boys. Amy, hello, boys. Jim saying greetings from Wendy and Renee in San Diego, California. Now, you know that San Diego in French means whale's vagina.
You can't back that up.
You gotta love the Anchorman movie, right? Who else?
Paulina's on YouTube. And so Paulina's one of our ex-members from years ago. And Paulina, you were always talking about your art. So you're actually Black Cat Art. She started a new YouTube channel, Black Cat Art. And it's Paulina.
Happy days.
Well done for starting your art channel.
Anne from the clan. Hello.
Hey.
Sounds like you used to have those policemen in like the old TV series. Hello, with their truncheons.
I'm going to go to Instagram and see who's on Instagram.
Debs is saying, hi guys, Rachel's on, happy Burns night. Kim Smith, happy Burns night. Jenny Lane, I'm happy with rough or smooth. We knew you'd bring the banter, Jenny.
Jenny, I'm very quickly getting an opinion about you. And let me just tell you, it's a good one.
So we want to give a big shout out to the Lang's Cafe. Karen sorted us out with the haggis, neeps and tatties, which is absolutely delicious.
I actually felt this should be saying grace before I eat this because it's actually delicious. We order lunch probably 3 to 4 times per week. Probably the average of 3 times a week we'll order lunch. Currently at the moment anyway. And but they very kindly donated this for us tonight. Haggis, neeps and tatties, and we've got some Kranakin in the fridge as well.
Oatcakes as well, which is awesome. They take good care of us, so we really appreciate it. So I want to give them a shout out. Lang's Cafe is awesome.
There's people across the world who are never going to go to Lang's Cafe, but if you're ever in Perth, come to the business centre and go to Lang's Cafe.
Get it done.
They also deliver as well. They actually do a lot of deliveries. I think that's their main part of the business. Delivery.
Hey, Jen saying, drinking me H2O as it's noontime here. So Jen, is that a type of whiskey, H2O?
Hey, it's if it's noon, it's past 12 o'clock. And my granny used to always say, my granny's always right. My granny says, you can drink alcohol as long as it's past 12 o'clock. As long as it's the afternoon, it's fine. You can't drink alcohol in the morning. So, Jen, get on it. So on Instagram, we've got Danielle M409. It looks yummy. Hope you all enjoy it.
Happy days. We're going to have to give a shout out tonight to the best Instagram handle, or the funniest. So
yeah.
So since
let's have a leaderboard. We'll write it on the blackboard wall.
So the funniest ones will go on the board because Instagram handles are hilarious, right?
Yeah, we do. Mac Pistons. Happy birthday, Rabbi from Verona, Italy. There we go.
Sue's saying too early to start the whiskey. Nonsense, Sue. It's never too early.
We don't like that type of negativity in this group.
Amy or Amy, I'm just going to say Amy Bandersnatch. What are you eating? So it's haggis, neeps, and tatties. So the tatties is potatoes. The neeps is turnip, and haggis is haggis, which is sheep's
Really nice.
stomach. What else? Lungs.
Do you want to see?
Yeah, give them a wee closer. By the way, these mashed potatoes are really fluffy.
Really, really nice. Haggis, neeps, and tatties. Haggis, neeps, and tatties.
Just like that.
So yes, we'll have the best Instagram name leaderboard on the blackboard. Susan Hurst is on YouTube. Moved to YouTube apparently.
Laurie Ann saying, please drink for me, I quit. Right, I tell you what, Laurie Ann, this extra top up is just for you, my dear. Here's you.
Because we've drunk so much already, we need a top up, clearly.
Laurie Ann's almost like L'Oreal because she's worth it.
I see what you did there.
We come to life on whiskey. Beer makes us sleep.
Simply Deep is on. Sup, TKC, you big two studs in the chat.
Derek saying, hi guys, looks yummy. Oh God, it's jumping, sorry. Hi guys, looks yummy. Haggis looks good too. Sitting here full of haggis and whiskey, loving life. Happy days.
Lovely. Skipper, G and Angel. You guys make me so glad I have Scottish heritage. My maternal grandparents, Ramsay and Kirkland, were born in your great country. You both inspire me.
Christ, there's 347 people on Facebook.
Wow.
That's why it's jumping like crazy. Now, I forgot who just asked. I'm going to try and find this. Hold on. Somebody was asking our favourite PT Whisky. Now, hold on. I want to find his name. It jumped. God, it was right there. Kevin Conklin, do you have a favourite peated whiskey?
We don't have any here.
We don't have any here. Probably Lafroig, maybe.
Lafroig, you bought me a Lagavulin for my Christmas. And I've not actually opened it. I was going to bring it down tonight, but forgot. I've not actually opened it yet. But yeah, Lagavulin is really nice. And actually, Ardbeg is really nice too.
Does Jura count as a peaty? It's very strong, but it's not quite peaty, is it?
Actually.
Because Jura's a kind of cross between a smooth and a peaty, isn't it?
Yeah, Jura would be PT, yeah. Yeah, it is.
Oh, now I'm torn, because I quite like a Jura. I was actually at school with a girl called Jura. She was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, was I? She was obviously conceived on an island.
Susan's on the water. I didn't say shame on you, Susan, but she's at work, so I'll let her off.
That's no excuse. She's a midwife. She could be drunk doing that, surely.
Apparently Wisconsin is the land of beer and cheese. But it smells delicious there. Robert said never too early for whiskey.
Meryl said, ooh, are you eating lungs? The lungs of our enemies.
Yes.
Pretty much. There we are.
Jason says hi, and you're a bit late on the whiskey in the Channel Islands. Good on you.
Sharon saying good evening. Sharon's one of our new members. Good evening to you both from Albuquerque, New Mexico. I love that name, Albuquerque.
Did you see the Simpsons episodes when Homer Simpson loses his memory and he's recapping things, and he's like, and he has no idea where he's been, and he's like, yeah, sometimes I can be really dim, but sometimes I'll be quirky. Albuquerque.
That's right. Yeah,
that's genius.
Simpsons was it's so funny because younger people could watch it and enjoy it and not get half the jokes, but adults would watch it and get the rest, the other half of the jokes, and it was really funny.
Alfred's asking what's under those kilts. Just a couple of chairs
and socks at the moment. Yep.
The song. So Jennifer is saying the song is "It's 5 o'clock somewhere." I think we can all agree it's 8 p.m. in Scotland, so we're all free to ride their cocktails from Forks in Washington.
Happy
Jennifer, cheers to you. I'm actually really enjoying this fucking Irish.
Well, that mashed potato was so soft and fluffy. So Karen, you've done yourself proud.
Karen, if you're watching, thank you so much. This is going to keep us going.
For all I know, she's commented and I just can't see it because there's so many comments flying up here.
Susan. I wonder what the end of this sentence is. Because she says, I'll have the... And then she's commented again, but then the message was retracted.
Ooh,
Susan, what will you have?
Yeah. Anne is on the Glenlivet Caribbean Reserve. Now that was when...
Is Anne on Facebook as well?
Yeah, she's...
Double fisting it.
Double fisting it. That's our Anne. She's got 2 devices. So Anne's drinking the Glenlivet Caribbean Reserve. Now for us, when that came out, we love the thingy Caribbean cask, the Balvenie Caribbean cask.
Yeah.
And we love the Glenlivet. And when the Glenlivet Caribbean Reserve came out, we agreed that it was like our 2 favourite whiskies
Had sex.
and then created this amazing whiskey baby. So basically Anne is drinking our whiskey baby. So good for you. Happy days. Yeah, show us the socks, Ivan. There we are.
Without flashing, I'm not going to do it because I can't. There you go. Hector is saying, do you know any Spanish? Si?
Hasta mañana. That's right, isn't it?
Hasta luego.
Hasta la vista, baby.
What is it? Una vesa, por favor.
What's that from again?
Kevin Bridges.
Kevin Bridges, yeah. Thing is, he's actually quite intelligent, so he probably can speak those languages, you know.
Charles Slanche from Memphis, Tennessee.
Nikki's saying she hates, she's doing a pukey sign for peated whiskey.
Oh, really? Right, I'm going to go back to Instagram.
Wendy loves Lafroig, and Robert is saying Talisker. Robert Georgie, I'm going to say Georgie.
What have we got? A lot of people saying Happy Burns Day, wish I was there, whiskey sauce on ours, yum 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 yum.
Siglindy's just poured herself a glass of Glenmorangie. There we are.
What is the name of the pub again and where? What pub? You're talking about the cafe? Lang's Cafe. It's in the Inverarland Business Centre.
Yeah.
But they deliver.
Joe,
if you're in Perth.
Joe, producer, our clan member saying, I'm still working, but when I'm done, I'll join you with a dram.
Nice one.
He's going to go with a Lagavulin.
The Indigo Dingo Co. That's got to go on the leaderboard.
The Indigo.
The Indigo Dingo Co.
Right.
Hiya fellas, it's Laura Berry from Facebook. Wanted to be able to comment without my boss saying on Facebook. So,
that's Laura with a hat.
Yay, Laura!
Laura's got this like fuchsia pink hat on our Facebook profile. Is that right?
Yeah.
Look at her. She didn't want her boss to find us. We were just shouting her name out. And what was it? What was it?
I know we've just shouted your name out, and we're actually live to Facebook as well. So
Indigo.
The Indigo Dingo Co.
Dingo Co. Here we are. The Indigo Dingo Co.
That is number 1 on the leaderboard. It's actually the only one on the leaderboard at the moment, but
that means you're leading. Winning's winning, right?
Who's Drake Light again?
What?
Drake Light.
Oh, they've followed us for a long time.
Yeah, drinking Lagavulin here. Yeah, I recognise that name. I can't remember who it is though.
If you never had haggis before, what is it similar to in taste? Oh, that's haggis. A good one. Yeah, what is it similar to in taste?
The only thing I could put it down to would be if you got black pudding and white pudding put together, it would still be nothing like haggis.
But do they get that abroad, black pudding, white pudding?
Rob, I don't think so, no. Anyway, I've finished my own drink whiskey now. Digit Bombing, Lickatnor from Adelaide, South Australia. There's so many innuendos with that one. Except for access, gives us a thumbs up.
Yeah, well. Julie's saying, I join you, but I'm off to Disneyland to get my first vaccine shot.
Happy days.
Oh, well, there we are. I'm going to yum this
can
up.
you alter your metabolism? Tiberius Hawthorne the Secret says, can you alter your metabolism? Yes, you can, because your metabolism is made up of different aspects, including your basal metabolic rate, the thermal effect of food, thermal effect of exercise, and your non-exercise activity, thermogenesis. So if you increase your activity, increase the good nutrients going into your body, and generally move more, you will increase your metabolism.
Right.
So yes, absolutely.
Right, you're going to get my full attention now, people. Finish stuffing my bus.
Massimiliano Red says, do you live together? No, we do not.
Right. Eric is saying the only way I can drink whiskey is in Bailey's form or in an Irish coffee. Is whiskey in Bailey's?
Well, it's a liqueur, isn't it?
Ariane's on, one of our clan members, and she's saying, I'm having my first haggis. Needs Needs and tatties, and of course some whiskey. So Ariane was out on the hills today chasing down her first haggis. Because she's fitter and stronger now, she was able to catch its back legs. Now, if catching a haggis have longer back legs than they do at the front. So if you are ever chasing one, as long as it doesn't turn on you, because you don't stare a haggis in the eye, ever, you'll turn to stone. But if it's running away from you, you can jump, and if you get hold of its back legs, it doesn't know what to do, and it goes into like shock.
Yeah.
And then
actually, that's not entirely true. Some haggis have got longer back legs, but actually, depending on where they live on the hill, if they live on the right-hand side of the hill and they typically run around anti-clockwise, they will have longer legs on the right-hand side because it helps them run around the hill quicker.
Like the bend sprinters.
Exactly. But if they live on the left-hand side of the hill and run around clockwise, then the legs are longer on the left-hand side because it helps them run around the hill.
So, well, that's right. Well, yeah, true. But you can still put them they go into a sort of state of like shock, don't they? I'm sure that happens. Yeah, I've got a few haggis in my day.
And the the Indigo Dingo Co says, lol, it's my crochet shop name, and yes, the pink hat from Facebook. And Danielle M409 says, think I need to change my name to something funnier now. Yes, you do, because your name is not funny enough.
Ariane's saying, it was not a strong haggis because it lost its way to Germany.
Sonia Hoffman has got a very, very important question for you, buddy. This is directly for you.
Okay.
Sonia Hoffman says, Sider immer schon so fit und sportlich gewesen, oder in den Jugend nicht so sportlich? Wie motiviert in euch?
Is that for me?
That's for you.
How did you know it was for me?
Because it says Rab at the end.
I would say is Weiskin, is Wabun, is Wagaba, Wujik, Aboygayoyo. Do you know what? We are fucking terrible, aren't we? Like, so many other cultures learn multiple languages. In fact, you're learning Japanese, so it's actually only just me that's terrible. I am useless for other languages. There's so many people out there that make the effort to learn not only just the language, but even learn our accent. So high five to everybody out there that can understand English and Scotch.
Yeah.
And that can speak more than one language. For all the twangers out there, like myself, that can't, shame on us.
Yep. I'm learning Japanese, but honestly, it's like the bare minimum at the moment. Konnichiwa. We've got a donation from Anne on YouTube.
Yes.
Anne, thank you so much. Gunshot for you.
Yep. And just to give a shout out to Anne again, she made us these little pyramids that are near my stormtroopers.
Yeah.
And made them herself with her bare hands. Oh, my Lorzon! Biscuit buddy! Turnips, I'm jealous. Love a whole plate of it just for me. No sharing, so unlike me. At least you're honest.
Alex De Leon, just curious if you have particular plans, ideas for endurance athletes. Not really. Our membership is typically aimed towards people who are a little bit kind of maybe a little bit lost, maybe looking for inspiration to help them lose weight, get a little bit fitter, a little bit healthier, and to be part of a sort of community. So endurance athletes per se, although you potentially gain a lot from it with the strength and conditioning aspect and the nutrition, depending on what you class as an athlete.
Now, Stephen Fairweather's saying, I want to hear Rab do an American accent. I need to say something. You'd have to tell me what I need to say and I'll do it in an American accent. I need to what would be a line from a movie?
I don't know. The first line that came to mind was a RoboCop. I'd buy that for $1.
I'd buy that for $1. Did that count? Derek saying, lift your kilts and show us your wee dram.
I've got a big dram, thank you very much. Gerald is saying, oh, Pulteney 15-year-old, that's quite a nice one.
I'm saying, I keep wanting to massage your feet, Rab, they're so close. Once upon a time, we actually had, there was a couple of people that were right into foot fetishes. And there was somebody that we kind of entertained initially for a laugh, and then they called you a brat because you wouldn't take your socks off.
Because you showed your feet in a video, not obviously nothing to do with the whole foot fetish, but for whatever reason your feet were on show in a video and mine weren't, and apparently I was a brat. Stephen's just been a brat by not. I'm like, yeah, you're getting blocked.
They're all hating on my shit accent. I know, I'm not good with accents. Although, if you ask me to do some Russian, I could maybe give it a go. I would say, yo, I come fight you, I take your family out for dinner and make them hate you too, and when you go home to your family, they want to fight you. I don't know what the fuck
Holy
that
shit.
was. What's your accent then? Go on.
Mama Duck says, what the hell that miss, boy?
Mama Duck. She's been on before. Mama Duck, I could have sworn back in the day.
Mama Duck says, hey, lol, no one dominates a scat.
Nah, dear. Now Mark Friend Noble, who is also sporting a kilt in his profile picture looking sharp, says, is that the man cave unleashed? It is indeed.
This is our office stroke man cave. Yes.
Yeah.
PPN Photography says, do you speak French? Oui.
Oui.
No
parle anglais.
Yeah, no, what did I say? Je suis écossais. Parlez-vous anglais?
It's funny. A few people said I sounded Cuban. Other people are saying I sounded more like Indian. Amber Lee's asking if there's any Aberlour on that shelf.
There is no Aberlour in the shelf.
My favourite Texan can help me with a southern accent. Happy days. Come on, Cheryl, help me out. You've got my corner. What's that? We were talking about it earlier, the line in Bad Boys. Borrow a cup of brown sugar.
That was even fucking worse.
I'm bad with accents. Some people are really good with accents. Do you know what I love it? Is we used to go to Canada a lot, and I'd barely met someone, and they're hearing my accent, and when they play it back to me, I'd say, what accent? So then they will just do their best shot and see when it sounds like so Scottish. Like, is that what I sound like? I laugh.
When I was on my retreat back in December, I was the only Scottish guy there. And what did I say? I said documentary. And they were like, documentary!
So aggressive, isn't it?
Yeah. Where did I get this? So, Simprezi Love says, speak Spanish.
Did we not?
We already spoke Spanish, haven't we?
Yeah. Trish Bowers is saying, first time watching live. Good to know you, Trish.
Yeah.
You're in for a treat tonight. Whiskey Lives always get out of hand, so
Mama Duck says, I'm an Aussie lads in Ireland. Happy days, Mama Duck.
Oh, my biscuit buddy Law says, I'm bad today, Rab. Bought some chocolate digestives. Very small packet though. I will share those with Rab and Stephen too if he'd like one. I'll share them with Stephen too if he'd like one. Yeah, Stephen does have a small packet, so you share that with him. That's fine.
So Susan's got a comment that has been blocked by YouTube.
What did she say?
It's like, I can either show this or hide this. She says, Rab, that's a shite accent. A shite Russian accent. I'm going to show that one.
Oof.
Yeah, that was a shite Russian accent, to be fair. I get my family to fight you. What was it you said?
I will be the one to be killing you now. Taktarai!
I'm sure that's Middle Eastern somewhere.
Well, I know, but it's in the movie Austin Powers, and Will Ferrell is playing the henchman, and he goes to attack him, and that's what he says, I will be the one to be killing you now, and then he says, Taktarai! Well, he's actually saying time to die, but the way he says it's Taktarai!
Aussie guy here in Germany. Cheers, mates, from Michael.
Happy days.
Skipper Gianjangel says, by the way, great accent.
Stephanie, this is a good one. Hold on, I'll think of it. Right. So Stephanie Louise Parry, not seen you for a while, and you've changed your profile picture. I remember these things. It's been ages since I've seen you live. Shocking behaviour on my part. It's been a manic few months. That's what she said. Shocking.
Well, it's very shocking behaviour.
You're going to give me the Sean Connery and shocking behaviour.
Sonia's asking if we can sing a little song together. You don't want to hear my singing voice? Absolutely not. So the Indigo Dingo Co says, if you say whale oil beef hooked, it's supposed to sound like, well, I'll be fucked in a German in an Irish accent. Well, I'll be fucked. Yeah. Well, I'll be fucked.
Jason saying, where's your dogs? Well, listen, we were a bit Normally you make haggis from sheep's stomach and lungs, but there's not a lot of sheep available at this time of year, so unfortunately we had to sacrifice the dogs.
The dogs had it.
But don't worry, their furs are lovely. We're going to get them made into spawns. It's going to be lovely. It's going to be amazing.
Yep.
We might even auction the tail.
Actually, we've actually savoured Tilly's head as well, and it's going to replace the cow on the wall there as well.
Well, Nala's tail is still wagging. It's detached. It's still wagging, so like it's perpetual motion. It should like power something. I don't know what power like, but
Coco Savendrariengutio. Guys, can you speak in Dutch and Netherlands? Yoo-hoo, big summer blowout!
I'll say Klaartje. There we are, because that's a new Dutch member, isn't
That's
she?
her name, isn't it?
Klaartje, yeah. Amanda's saying, that was a perfect Sean Connery. Schwarn.
So, when you two are with your wives, how do they get a word in edgeways? You two feed off each other and are hilarious.
Anytime they speak up, we're like, shh, you're talking too much.
Women should be seen and not heard.
If they answer us back, we throw them down the stairs. I'm just joking. That's so bad.
See if anyone took a screen capture of that. Like, Kelly coaches, misogynist assholes.
I know. Well,
we're joking.
It was on the tip of my tongue because I was listening to another podcast and a guy whines that his wife wears the trousers in this particular marriage, and he always jokes on the podcast, but his wife listens to the podcast live, and every now and again he's like, yeah, when she gets out of hand, I throw her down the stairs, and she always comes straight down the stairs onto the podcast and absolutely goes through him. It's hilarious to hear because he acts all tough till she gets in the room.
That's the way real men act. Is like we'll take the piss, but as soon as we're confronted with the wives, we'll shut our faces and do what we're told.
Yes, exactly.
But when they're gone,
but when they're not here,
we can be brave.
We can act tough. Yeah. And the actual reality is that we only speak when we're spoken to. we hush, we go in the corner. That's why we've got our garages for our own little space. They lock the door, they lock us in. It's a shame.
Seagal is saying, I couldn't think of a better way to practice my Scottish accent than drinking whiskey with you guys. Absolutely. We have heard you sing, you sound great, take it from a singer. I really don't sound great singing. I've only sung once, I think, on our channel.
Have you?
And it was really not good.
What were you singing?
I think we were both singing... Is it not Frozen?
That's right.
Was it Frozen?
It was Let It Go.
Yeah.
Deborah saying, you're a good lad, so ... I had no idea what it was going to come next, but I'm thinking it's going to be something naughty.
Swedish and English are close. Can you say Välkommen till mittem?
Välkommen intermittent?
Yeah. Välkommen intermittent fasting.
Yeah. Eva Klein Agasfari. Hi from Paris, France. We love your training here. Oh, very nice. Oh, Stephen sang We Will Rock You. Apparently, according to Anne.
Really?
Well, according to Anne, and Anne remembers it.
Oh, was I not talking about the step test?
Yeah.
Remember, for our members, for the graduates of the first 12 weeks, the graduates program, we've set new fitness testing, and one of them was a step test, and we said it's good to have a set rhythm.
But we actually built out a tune.
Yeah. Because I was saying you can have a metronome, or you can put a song on with a good beat, and the initial reaction for me would be We Will Rock You. Boom, boom.
So you have to do the whole boy band thing. You have to like do the pulling mid-air. You know when you're like, all the boy bands from the 90s like, yeah, they're just really feeling the emotion of whatever it is.
Well, it's a way of getting the higher pitch, isn't it? Like you pull on the vocal cords.
Yeah. Anne's saying, yeah, it was the step test. Step test. Step test, yeah. Stephen sang Queen.
There we go. Rabs, what's the difference between chocolate digestives and hobnobs?
You can't dip your hobnob in I don't know. What is the difference? Is that a joke?
I don't know. It sounds like the start of a joke. What's the difference between digestives, chocolate digestive and hobnob?
Look who's back! Wiley! Watch Wiley!
Hey! Watch
Headed
Wiley!
to the gym to do boulder shoulder. Thanks, guys. Good shot for Watch Wiley. He's usually on YouTube, is he not?
Jennifer Watt says she sang the 12 Days of Christmas with a fickle diddle do to it. Yes, I did sing that.
That's right.
Yeah, I guess I have sung a few times. I'm just not very good at it. Actually, do you know what? I downloaded a singing app on my phone.
You did, didn't
Because
you?
I wanted to learn how to sing. I was like, even if I just learn a little bit, it just makes it more like, I sing in the car all the time. I sing in the shower sometimes. And it'd make it more enjoyable for me if I could actually sing, because I'm the only person that could hear me. And I sound shit. So I downloaded a singing app and I was kind of like at home going, me.
Have you told the ukulele story yet? How you broke your ukulele?
I love the idea of learning the ukulele. So I bought one, and but when you first buy like a guitar or a ukulele, you tune it up, but then the string, once you've started playing it a few times, the strings get loose, especially in the early days. So it's like just tweaking it, and every time I go, I would tune it in a little bit more, like yeah. And one day I turned up and I was like, it's really out of tune today. So I was like tuning it up and tightening it up and tightening it up and tightening it up, and then it started making this noise. It sounded like it was like some sort of electrical shortage. And I was like, I was like, what the fuck? And I kind of threw it, and basically what was happening was the bit where the strings are attached, it was just glued onto the ukulele, and it hung off.
One could say he's a bit of a harsh twanger. You're a harsh twanger. You broke your. Never mind. Anyway, moving on. Claire Duncan, cheers to you, coaches. I'm having my final dram with you tonight as I'm leaving the clan after 7 happy months and a 15-kilogram weight loss. I'm happy, healthy, and have my confidence in my fitness back. Thanks for everything, boys. Here are my bank details. Have all my possessions. I love you so much, guys. Claire, that is awesome. Yep. Yeah, you just send all your possessions this way in your whiskey collection. That would be awesome.
Definitely.
Yep. All the best, Claire, with your fitness endeavours.
Absolutely. G Sarkis says, can you guys discuss if Indian foods are healthy? I eat Indian vegetarian. I would say, generally speaking, yes, absolutely. Traditional Indian food can be very good for you. It's full of herbs and spices. It's got some fantastic meats in there, lots of good vegetables. However, unfortunately, in the UK, I don't know what it's like in other countries, but in the UK, the idea of Indian food has been bastardized a little bit, and it's really fatty, and you have no idea really what you're eating. If you get a really good Indian restaurant, you also get like Nepalese, you get what am I looking for? Nepalese, you get Gurkhas, you get Thai food. It's all kind of, it's not also the same, but it's along the same lines with lots of spices and herbs.
I quite like a Thai curry.
I like a Thai as well.
Thai curry's kind of more watery than an Indian curry.
I tell you what, we had Nepalese the other day from Everest.
Ooh, very nice.
And I ordered a gurkhali, and it blew my mouth off. It was like, you would like it.
Was anyone else blowing your mouth off? You heard it here first. Somebody blew his mouth off. Nathan is asking, what is the maximum number of push-ups that you can presently do? Perhaps we need a competition video event of you two doing push-ups in the future, and then in turn you can challenge us as well. So Nathan, if you're asking how many press-ups we can do...
All of them.
All of them. Every single press-up. Job done.
Twice.
Single-handed.
Sonia Hoffman says, what's on your bucket list? New York for me. I've never been to New York, although at the moment it's off my bucket list. Don't really want to go to busy places. I like the quietness.
My bucket list. I need to get a bucket first. I actually want a bucket because I got those at Dungarees late last year, and I was going to do a bit of an Ur-Rabi thing and sit in a bucket. So I actually want a bucket first. So my bucket list is get a bucket. Yeah.
Susan's retracted another message. Susan, what are you saying on YouTube?
You're supposed to say my accent's shite again.
Which probably is. Because it is. I can understand you, but some English accents, no way, says Kathy.
You don't need to listen to the English anyway. So
English, honestly, even if you could understand them, they speak a lot of shite.
Stephanie's saying, I struggle with January because of the constant weight loss adverts. It's all a bit much, but you guys are awesome. So apologies, Stephanie, because our doors are open at the moment, and that's not a metaphor. And to our memberships, we've been shouting about it constantly. Now, I do promise everybody that come February the 16th, we will be shutting up, and we will not be. We'll go back to just all content, all laughs, all giggles. At the moment, it's only because we have 2 intakes per year. So there are people out there that want to make changes to their health and fitness, and we shout the message for them. But if it's you, just ignore it for the next couple of weeks. You'll be fine. And Amanda Krause has got fast fingers.
Oh, she does she?
She does.
Oh,
She
crazy.
says, sorry, fast fingers.
All right.
My friend used to turn it up, and then she turned. Years later, I found out it was to drown my singing out. Or she did.
Ali Baker's saying, I can sing, everyone can sing. The secret is listening to make sure you're in time and pitch. Yeah, Ali, I disagree with that. I've tried. I try to listen to myself and I know that I sound shite and I don't know how to fix it.
Listen to this. So Jason Winstanley, how many burpees can you do in 2 minutes? Jordan, my PT, does 75 burpees in 2 minutes. Well, yeah. Billy for Jordan.
Good for him. Well, whoop-de-doo, Basil. What does it all mean?
Burpees is an acquired taste, isn't it? I mean, because the thing is, what happens is the faster you do burpees, your form definitely goes out the window. If he's doing 75 in 2 minutes, that means, mind you, he's doing one every 2 seconds. Is that right?
Yeah, just sort of every 2 seconds.
The quality might be there, but you won't get much more than that without your quality being sacrificed.
It all depends. You ask yourself the question, why are you doing it? Why are you trying to get as many burpees in 2 minutes? Yeah, it's a good, fun challenge, but like there's a world record for like the longest number, biggest number of push-ups you can do in one go, and but the push-ups are absolutely fucking terrible. You're like, what's the point? Like, exercise is great for us, and you have these sort of funny challenges.
Do you know the world record plank got broken a year or two ago? Do you remember
that? By an old guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, but do you know why it was redone? Because for a lot of years nobody touched the plank world record, but the world record for press-ups was some ridiculous amount, and the guy was at it for hours. And the world record plank previously was like, I don't know, 2 to 3 hours. And yet, when you're doing press-ups, you're basically holding a plank.
Yeah.
So the previous record was, let's just say it was 2 to 3 hours, but the world record press-up was, the guy was going solid for like 10 hours or something stupid.
So technically he's done a plank.
Yeah, so somebody looked at that and says, wait a minute, that's possible then. And then they went for it, and the guy did, it was something ridiculous, wasn't
it? Coco Savedraritegu says, so I think Polish language is more hard to learn than other languages, but I prefer more speaking English.
Was that Instagram?
Yes.
Come on, that's got to go on the board. Say that again.
Coco Savedraritegu.
You got to put that on the board.
I can't even say it, never mind write it.
I'll give it a good crack then. Coco Savedraritegu.
Coco with K's.
Coco. That's an awesome. If you've ever seen the movie Coco, that's awesome, by the way. Have you seen it?
No.
Your boys would love it.
Coco with K's.
Coco with K's.
S-double-A.
S-double-A.
V-E-D.
V-E-D.
R-A-R.
R-A-R.
E-A.
E-A.
T-E.
T-E.
G-U-I.
Christ. That's...
Coco Savederu.
I think he's sat on the keyboard.
Why don't you finish your YouTube videos showing your asses anymore? Because we don't.
Because it destroyed our channel for the best part of 2.5 years. All you have to do is look at our subscribers on YouTube and then look at Facebook and look at the difference. And the reason for it is YouTube blackballed us, basically.
They did not like it. It was unsuitable for most audiences. Therefore, they didn't show our videos and they stopped paying us lots of money.
So we're only just out the doghouse now, which has been ridiculous.
G Sarkey says, is there a food like potatoes that you eat every day? Yep, potatoes.
Amanda's saying, drink more whiskey, Stephen, you'll be able to pronounce it. I agree, Amanda. You're right, buddy.
You finished?
I am. That's what she's at. She's noticed your drink.
I just had a huge burger. By the way, next time you're doing the burpees, make sure you are downwind.
Yeah. Martin must be able to speak French because he's replying to Jose, and I had to do the translation. So, Christ, why is everybody... Oh, Christ.
Was it?
I thought I'd hit something because the one above it was in Brazil. Brazilian.
Brazil.
And I had to... Oh, it was Portuguese. Brazil. Mm-hmm. I thought I'd hit a button and changed everything.
Doug says, Stephen, I'd like to hear more of a can-do attitude about singing. You can learn to sing just like I can learn fitness. Doug, I do apologise. That's very limiting belief of me. And I will do better. I am doing better. I can sing. I will sing. I am singing.
My daddy's a lavatory cleaner. He cleans all the lavies at night. And when he comes home in the morning, his boots are all covered in shine up your buttons with Presso. Shine up your buttons to the brim. You can buy it or nick it from Woolworths, providing there's nobody in. Some say that he died of pneumonia. Some say that he died of a fright. But I know what my daddy died of. He died of the smell of the shine up your buttons with Presso. Shine up your buttons to the brim. You can buy it or nick it from Woolworths, providing there's nobody in. Last verse. Some say he was buried in gravel. Some say he was buried in grits. But I know what my dad was buried in. He was buried in 6 foot of shine up your buttons with Presso. Shine up your buttons to the brim. You can buy it or nick it from Woolworths, providing there's nobody in.
All I seen was this.
I was playing my air guitar. Do you remember years ago when an air guitar got sold on eBay for like $1,000? And the person actually sent an empty box, and thinking it was all righteous because it was like, it was right, you know, that's what it did, right? It was sold as seen. Right,
so a little shout out to Ariane.
So Ariane definitely sent that one.
I'm pretty sure.
I hope you're right, because you're not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Ariane.
Put this one up here then.
Distilled at Glenlivet. Pardon me. It's a vintage 2007. The Chill Filtered Collection. And it's a bit dusty because we've not opened it yet and it's been sat on that shelf.
Yeah.
Now.
Oh, it is Ariane. She's saying you're welcome.
Ariane. I'd like a moment of silence, please, to appreciate the first pop of the cork.
Do it closer to the camera. I will. Okay, I will. Shh. Oh!
That sounded wet, didn't it?
I just watched it back because I'm watching the Facebook stream and it's a couple of seconds behind. Ah, there we are, Mr. Bond. So this is the Glenlivet. What is it? Distilled? What is it?
Chill filtered, unchilled filtered.
How does it taste? We will tell you in a moment, Ariane. Smells like a Glenlivet. Has the look of a Glenlivet. Oh, that's smooth. That is smooth.
Oh.
Oh, Ariane, you've done well, lass. You've done well. I've never heard of that one. That's nice.
I don't think the bottles are getting opened tonight.
Happy days. A first fill sherry butt. Like a wee bit of sherry butt. There we are. Oh Christ.
Oh, that's really nice.
That's really good, isn't it?
Oh.
So they call it Rab is wet from Stephen popping his cork. Jenny's saying, well, I'm not a whiskey virgin anymore. You are both very gentle with me. I feel so warm inside. The second time's better, Jenny.
G. Sarky says, can you guys each drink a whole bottle of whiskey? I'd be dead.
Oh, we can drink that easy, yeah.
I wouldn't say easy, but we can drink it.
Man, the fuck up, buddy. We can drink it.
I'm saying we can, but I'm not going to say easy because we'll both be pretty drunk at the end of it.
Yeah, that's true. You'll probably fall asleep.
I probably will fall asleep. If I sleep, please make sure I'm not flashing. Bring my blanket.
No, I've got your back, buddy. I've got
Thanks.
your back. Bad boys for life. You know?
Exactly.
Don't leave me hanging. For Jenny and B. Risden, where is the puppy dogs and why are they enjoying this Robert Burns moment too? They are, well, yours is at home and mine's with my dog walker, having a chilled evening. They are allergic to whiskey. We can't back that up, actually.
Yeah.
They're just chilling at home. So we can have a late one and walk home without worrying about them.
Apparently Poles and Russians drink more, but they haven't kilts. Slanche. More than what?
Well, they like their vodkas and things,
They
actually,
like
to be fair.
their vodka. Or their vodka.
Ariane, absolutely. She says, I deserve a gunshot. You absolutely do. In fact, I'm going to roll up the sleeves for this one. Oh, gunshot! That's just for you, Ariane. That's
Ariane.
really fucking nice whiskey.
Ariane, honestly, I'm super impressed. Age 12 years.
Deborah's saying, do you like Glenfiddich? Now, Glenfiddich for me is like...
Shite.
It's the one that people buy me as a gift because it's quite a common one.
It's one of the most common single malts out there, and honestly, I would much rather drink a blend than drink Glenfiddich.
And the thing is, Glenfiddich's about the same price as Glenlivet, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just, it seems to be everywhere. Not a big fan, Deborah, for being honest.
Susan's given a £5 donation, says, my message has been posting before I hit send. Great song, Rab. What a guy.
What a guy.
And then Thanasis says, is that a Britney song?
Dave Jefferson's answering somebody. These two guys... Oh, so the question was, what do we think about the LGBTQ community? And people are people. We don't really give a monkeys what community you belong to, so... Yeah, we'll have a laugh with them. If you've got good banter, we'll have a laugh with you. If you don't have good banter, we'll try our best to laugh with you, make you feel good. There we are.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. I think it's a shame that groups like the LGBTQ community have to exist, because I think in the future we're going to look back and you're going to say, can you believe there's actually groups that had to like kind of
define themselves,
and come together for a bit more strength and unity. I think in the future they're going to look back and they're going to look at things like that. They're going to look at Black Lives Matter. They're going to look at all these individual groups and go, wow, what dark times we lived in back then when we had to have these type of groups. Skipper Gian Angel says, you guys are mentors. I have watched your videos and learned about your strength, kindness, friendship and fitness. How do I become a member? Skipper, if you go to thekiltedcoaches.com, you can read all about the membership, and then there's a button on there to send us a message on Facebook, and you can start a conversation. If you have any trouble messaging on Facebook, you can just send us an email at the coaches@thekiltedcoaches.com.
Laura saying that this is my fault because this dates back to a couple of months. Should we count how many shots Stephen has before he turns into the tipsy hippie? And this dates back to, it was a couple of months ago. We were planning a Whisky Live, actually. And I had my private, one of the lives earlier on in that week. And I was saying to everybody, count how many drinks it is before he gets smashed. So then I can't remember who coined the phrase. It wasn't me. Somebody else far cooler than me.
My alcohol tolerance is not as great as Rab's. So I will be a little bit tipsy before Rab is, normally speaking.
So Sue Wood Kelly is saying, so what kind of whiskey did you just open, and can you spell it for me? I thought you said smell it, sorry. Your accents are getting a bit thick. So it's the Glenlivet Signatory Vintage. I can't really board get it to girl. Just stretch, go, gadget arm. You're going to do it. I'll do it. Here you are, Sue. Stephen has got the list.
Who on Facebook? YouTube?
Facebook, yeah.
Facebook, there we go. This is what Ariane bought us. It will be reversed. So you can take a screenshot now, and then you can reverse it. You can flip the footage. There's a comment from...
Man, this is really good whiskey, actually.
From JB Bulldog. What is your favourite American whiskey? Scottish. What do you think about this new Sassenach whiskey created by Sam Hewn? Maybe you should do the same. We've often actually discussed having our own whiskey, but I don't think we would do a blend.
I would rather have a single malt.
I'd rather have a single malt as well. We don't really like it. The reason that people do a blend is because we could go tomorrow, speak about getting a blend, and within the space of a few months, we could have a blend, because what they do is they take single malts and different things from different areas, and they create a unique blend. In our opinion, they're not quite as nice, they're not as good.
Good things come to those who wait.
We'd much rather have a single malt, but unfortunately to have your own single malt, you have to then create it and then wait for at least 5 years, I think it is, but you'd probably want to leave it at least 10 years, if not 12, if not 15 years. So, yeah, we shall see.
Now, Kim Possible, I could have sworn there was a Kim Impossible.
Kim Possible? No,
But
there's
they-
Kim Possible.
Yeah, but Kim Impossible was the cartoon. I could have sworn.
There's not just Kim Possible,
Was it?
because it's Impossible, isn't it? Pretty sure it is.
Oh, you might be right, yeah. So it's just Kim Possible. Oh, well, this is Kim Possible. First time I've watched you live. So cool. I'm from Kentucky, bourbon country. There we are. Have a wee dram for us.
So what's the difference between Scotland and Poland's beers? I don't think I've had any Polish beers. I don't know.
Scottish beers. Not that clued up on them, to be honest.
Nah.
Kim's saying, I'm the real Kim Possible.
Hey.
Yeah, she's the cartoon character that can kick ass.
And Diane Wallace is saying, does your wife's drink whiskey? No, they do not. Or at least mine doesn't.
They'll drink what we bloody well tell them to drink.
They don't have a choice when they're tied down.
You're not getting your dinner. No, my wife likes gin, actually, I think. Yeah. And those, what's the pear cider? What's that called? Copperbergs. She's not a big
Copperberg,
drinker,
yeah.
so she just likes a wee bit.
Are you going to watch the show, and what do you think so far? What show are you referring to? Ping of Death?
That's going on the board, buddy. What is it? Ping of Death?
Ping of Death 24.
Ping of Death 24. We're going to have a vote at the end for the best name. Ping of Death 24. Polish beers are 5%, Scottish around 4.1. Oh. Amanda saying, I need to send you all some Lead Slingers whiskey made in America by military veterans. Oh, well, there we are. Lead Slingers, I'm guessing.
Film a lot.
Is that Instagram? Oh, that's going on. What was it? Film a lot?
Yeah.
No way.
Film a
What a shame if that's actually his name.
Film.
Film
It's probably Phil Mallet. Film a lot.
What a shame. That's a form of brilliant.
It says, whose house are you at? We're actually at our office. Yes, this is our office. We know it's cool. We designed it that way.
Nathan saying, Bombay Sapphire. Oh, it jumped. Bombay Sapphire with a twist of orange is my favourite gin. There we are.
Slum Bunny's back on. Slum Bunny says, lads in the USA drink more wine. Really?
Yeah.
I thought lads in the US drunk a lot of beer.
Happy days.
Where's your nearest distillery? Mine's is Glenkinchie. Diane Wallace, I think ours is probably Glen Turret for the famous grouse.
Well, there's the one down.
In fact, we do have Abernethy.
Abernethy, yeah, that's right.
But they're new ones.
Former clan member Make Us On, happy Burns Night. Happy Burns Night to you. And Deborah Gallagher saying, Pohamon? Is it
Pohamon?
Pohamon? But it's in block capitals.
Pokemon.
Is that an acronym? P-O... Oh, whatever.
Alfred Mena says on YouTube, what is the bag called around your waist? Why do you wear it? It's because we don't have pockets on kilts. It's kind of like...
It's called our bagpipes.
It's called a sporran, and anything a guy normally puts in his pockets, he would put in a sporran. So it's basically your wallet, phone and keys. And if you've got a dog, then it's dog poo bags.
Annie Elizabeth family recommend Scotland as a good place to live? ? Absolutely. Why not? Come here. Plenty of fresh air. Places to visit. Scenery is great. The people talk awesome.
Ali Baker saying, hopefully my LGBT banter was adequate last night. Absolutely, Ali. Absolutely.
Oh, Ali was on. He's the one with the beard.
Yeah, he was on fire.
Oh no, he was really on fire. I need to show you that conversation.
No, you told me about it yesterday.
I know, but it was real. I think he sent a few messages after I left you.
Oh, really?
It was dynamite. Tell him to bring a banter tonight.
Bring the banter.
I'm saying, tell him to bring the banter.
You tell him. You tell him.
You tell him to bring the banter. He's fucking there. Graham Shields, happy Burns Night from Kilmarnock. There we are. From one Shields to another. Have a good night, sir.
Skipper says, Stephen, you're a wise man. I am serious. Thanks for what you said. You too, Rab.
Yeah.
What did I say?
I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
John Buckley, you missed our earlier post. John, these comments are flying. Just copy and paste it, bud. There's 190 people on, and the messages are just ping, ping, ping. And whenever I look away, you're Plus, I'm a few whiskies down. I'm doing my best, buddy. I'm doing my best. Copy and paste it.
Susan says, I'll be bringing some Oklahoma whiskey in June when I'm over there. Oklahoma. Susan, we're normally not big fans of any American whiskey, but if you're bringing it over yourself, then we will have a whiskey with you.
Sweet. Heather Poole saying, Heather has got the right idea. Just FYI before we tell this story. While many people were out stocking up on toilet paper last year, I hit the liquor stores and picked up single malts from Islay just in case the world ended.
Yes.
That's forward thinking, Heather. Very clever.
That's what you call priorities. That's very good.
Also, John Buckley, which I'm guessing this is what I missed, drinking Johnny Walker Explore Collection and Talisker Chocolate Mousse. Happy days, because there's a Johnny Walker bar in the fancy hotel near us that we're going to try and become members of, aren't we?
Oh yeah, Gleneagles.
Yeah. And there's Johnny Walker, is it black label, blue label?
I think they're all blends though, that's the thing.
I still quite like to... I have tried it once, I just can't remember. I think I was tanked up when I tried it. Need to try it sober.
So Tim Braithwaite says, my favourite place in Scotland is the Isle of Skye. Do you have any other recommendations or favourite spots? Depends on what you're looking for, but anything up the west coast, if you're looking for scenery, we've got some of the nicest and cleanest and freshest beaches in the world, believe it or not, in Scotland, because it's pretty much untouched. That's not to say they're warm, but they're the nicest and cleanest and freshest up the west coast. If you're looking for more cultural stuff and a bit of history, then go to Edinburgh.
Norm Gardner is saying, which actor would you like to play you in a movie? I would like Tom Hardy to play me.
And I would like Chris Hemsworth.
Boom. There you are. Hit it first. John's.
Brigitte Bowman says, so good night, you both. Now I have to ship snow. Okay, where are you shipping it to?
John Buckley's saying it's a blend, the Spice Road.
Is it?
The thing you want, Johnny Walker. David, one of our new members, is saying, hey gentlemen, 2 seconds, I'll just stop as it jumps. Here in Freehold, New Jersey, USA, working on writing reports. A colleague is planning a Burns Zoom party later. I'm getting flooded with Scottish culture lately. Nice. That's no bad thing, David, so get yourself sucked in. Sucked in? Stuck in! Sucked in. Well, you get sucked into the culture.
It was that easy. Go get yourself sucked in. I will. Susan saying, what about your tiny hands? Yes, Susan, they are there too. Don't you worry. And actually, she's saying, actually, I'd rather have a single malt too, so I'll leave the Oklahoma stuff for my son. Oh, Susan, if you're coming to Scotland, there's no point in bringing American whiskey all the way to Scotland. Come to Scotland and have Scottish whiskey.
We'll get you some fancy whiskies.
It's like going to... I don't know what kind of example I'm going to give here. It's like going to Japanese and taking your own sushi. If you go to Japan, you just eat their sushi because they're the best at it.
This guy's got a cool name. Lawrence R. Jones Jr. He sounds like the boxer, Roy Jones Jr. Yeah. He's Lawrence R. Jones Jr. Is it true that Scotland is 60 degrees year round? Now, I don't know Fahrenheit compared to Celsius.
Hang on, 2 seconds, I'll check that. I'll Google it.
Because it's pretty cold here all year round. Even when it's warm, it's not that warm, I don't think. What's 60 degrees?
15 degrees. Now that's pretty warm. That's colder than that.
Yeah, much colder.
We're pretty. It'll range from, like, at the moment, it's ranging between sort of -5 and 5 degrees Celsius, which is, hang on, 5 degrees C to F. So it's 41. It ranges from 41 and slightly below at the moment in the winter, and in the summertime it'll be anywhere between sort of, I don't know, 10 to 15 up to maybe 25 C. So yeah, something like that.
Amanda Cherry saying, bringing American whiskey to Scotland is like bringing a knife to a gunfight. Love it.
Eugene is saying, did you go to Bushmills in Northern Ireland for Bushmills whiskey? No. I've tried Bushmills. It's okay, not amazing.
We're not a fan of Bush.
Nah. If you've seen our latest video, you'd know that.
Taps off at 20 degrees, says Jane. Taps off.
Alfred says, phone should not be directly over the goods, can make you sterile. I think it's safe to say that neither Rab or myself are sterile.
Or not yet. Anne saying, Rab and Stephen, I can't keep up on here. I'll see you when... What do you mean you can't? You can't keep up, Anne. Where are you going? Anne, come back.
Anne.
Get back here, Anne.
Behave yourself.
We're going to talk about your pyramids in a minute. Here.
Skipper says, you are funny, wise men. That is rare and refreshing. It's a shame you sold your dogs for a bottle. We were just joking. It was 2 bottles.
One each. But see, when we talk about the dogs not here, I start to miss her.
I know. Gunnar Onstad says, do you know D. Moman from Team Fortress 2? He has a black
game,
Scottish eye patch. I have no idea what you're talking
sounds
about.
like a gamer. I don't know. Team Fortress is a game.
And Susan saying, I love Scottish whisky, never liked it before I visited, had only had Glenfiddich or blends after having several tastings. I love it now. Susan, you're a convert and we love it. So yeah, come to Scotland, we will have a few drams.
You got your bottle there, bud?
My bottle, no, but can you get me a glass of water?
Yeah, I'll get you one.
Thank you very much. I didn't bring my bottle with me. Gwendolyn's on. Hi, Gwendolyn. Hi, coaches. Glad to see you're still having fun. Absolutely, Gwendolyn. We'll never stop having fun. David says, hi from Chicago. What are your thoughts about intermittent fasting? So yeah, David, this is something we've talked about quite regularly on other live feeds. But yes, we're both Rab and I are fans of intermittent fasting. It has loads of benefits, but you choose the right protocol for you, as there are many. But as with intermittent fasting for everybody, put more of the emphasis on what you are eating when you're eating rather than just on the fasting aspect of it. Because most people will say, oh, I'm intermittent fasting, and they just choose periods when they're not going to eat, and they just completely forget about what they are eating and making sure they've got the right nutrients coming in. So focus on what you are eating rather than when you're not eating. But yeah, it can be fantastic. Gwendolyn, oh look, I still have a badge. Yes, you do still have a badge, Gwendolyn. Ali Baker, Stella, you may need a taste test to confirm the validity of that statement. Stella, I have no idea what you're talking about. Let's go back to Instagram. We love Highland Cow sculpture. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's one of our favourites. What's your favourite meal, guys? Probably haggis, neeps and tatties tonight it is, but normally it'd be steak. It'd be sort of either a ribeye steak or a fillet steak. If he wanted to come meet you, where would someone go? You would probably go to Paris in France, would be a good shout, or somewhere completely opposite from where we are right now. No, we don't often meet anyone who's not one of our members, just for safety reasons. We like to know people before we meet them. Tim Braithwaite, what's your family tartan look like? So I've got the Kerr tartan, which is my mother's maiden name. Clark doesn't have a common tartan anyway. It might have a very rare tartan, but I don't know. So the Kerr tartan is actually not too dissimilar from the Royal Shirt I'm wearing right now. It's sort of red and green through it. Cheers, buddy. And I also got like the hunting tartan, the Kerr hunting tartan, which is green and blue.
Green and blue. Oh, okay.
Right. Yasmin is on. Whoops. Yasmin beats the shit Aussie heat any day.
Oh, there we go.
Yasmin accidentally made a typo when we were having a conversation. She called me fish rather than coach, and now it's stuck.
Yeah.
So Yasmin, it's good to see you here, buddy.
Let's see if we can get a Robbie Burns poem. Hold on.
And Klaritke? Sucked in, you almost broke Stephen then. Sonia Hoffman is off.
Right, here's this Robert Burns, 9-inch will please lady.
Was that an actual poem?
I think so, aye. Burns collected and wrote body songs. So anyway, this one. Come ready me dame, damn. Come tell me, it must be dame. So it's come ready me dame, come tell me dame. My dame come tell me truly, what length o' grath, wait, when Will came hame, will Sarah woman Julie. You can take the next bit, fuck that.
No, you chose that poem.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The carling crew her wanton tail say ready. I learned and sang in Annandale, 9-inch will please a lady. But for a country cunt like mine, in sooth we're nae sae gentle, will tack away thumb bread to the 9, and that's a sonsy pencil. Oh, leaves me on my Charlie lad, I'll ne'er forget my Charlie. He was in the drugs, this boy, eh? 'Twas roaring handfuls and a dod, he nidged into for rarely. But wary fae the Lathrin dupe, and may it ne'er they're thriving. It's no the length that makes me loop, it's the double driving. No way is this that right? Holy shit.
Wow.
Come nidge me tam, come nidge me tam, come nidge me over the nibble, come louse and lug your battering ram and thrash him at my No way!
Yes.
What the fuck? There we are. 9 inches will please a lady, apparently.
So this is a little bit cleaner. This is actually the address to the haggis, and this is the typical Rabbie Burns poem you would sing on Burns Night, because the address to the haggis. Normally we would do this before we actually ate our haggis. You're addressing the haggis. Fair fa your honest son say face, great chieftain of the pudding race, upon them ye tak your place, pond stripe and term. Will are ye wardy o grace, as lands my arm. The groaning trenching, there ye fill, your hurd is like a distant hill, your pin wad help amend your mill, in time of need, while through your pores the dews distill, like amber mead. His knife see rustic labour dicht, as cut ye up wi' ready slicked, trenching your gushing entrails bricked, like one dicht, and then, oh what a glorious sight, warm reeking rich. Then, horn for horn, they stretch and strive, they'll tack the hindmost on the drive, till their wheel swelling kites believe are bent like drums, then old Gidman maist like to rive, bethank it hums. And I'm not going to sing the rest because it's really fucking long.
Arminda's on, having Burns Night at Pitlair tomorrow night. Scout and I are going to sing Sweet Home Alabama karaoke style. Not sure how that's going to go over. Happy Burns to you too. So I hope Hamish enjoys it. Poor Hamish, but I'm sure you two will belt it out with heavenly voices.
Yeah.
And he'll love it. He'll be swayed. There we are.
Absolutely. Thoughts on Gwendolyn saying, maybe you've covered this already, but there are some great ones in the US. Ever heard of the High West Whisky? Gwendolyn, there's no great whiskies in the US. Let's be fair.
Savage. Kim Possible, how long have you been coaching? Well, we've been personal trainers for over 15 years. Coaching is a part of that. We've been predominantly coaching for the last 7, 8, 9 years, possibly. The thing is, coaching is kind of part of being a personal trainer, especially when you sort of do more courses and take things further. When you're not just simply taking somebody through a workout, when you're helping with their mindset, that's a form of coaching as well. So we've been doing that quite some time.
Do you know, one of the reasons that Rab and I are together right now in this business is that we both had a very similar mindset. When you're working with a client, like we're both trained as personal trainers, it's all about fitness and fitness and fitness. And then you realise that not everyone gets results with just fitness. Therefore, you start to look at what else is there? Oh, there's nutrition. So you learn about nutrition, you go on course and you become a nutrition coach. And then you realise that not everyone gets results with just fitness and nutrition. So you learn, oh, what else is there? And actually, sometimes you get a client coming in and you will speak to them and you say, okay, how's your cardio been going? Have you been at the gym? Have you been doing the program that set you? Have you been drinking your water? Have you been eating your protein? And they go, oh, I've been struggling with it, to be honest. And because you genuinely care about your clients, you're like, oh, well, tell me why that is. And you instantly go into this sort of coach mode, and it's without. Back in the day, this was before formal training as a coach. Now we've had the formal training now, but back in the day, it's just like you genuinely cared. You're like, oh, tell me why that is, and that simple question of saying, tell me why that is, suddenly opened the floodgates, and suddenly they went, well, it's because of this, it's because of that, and as long as you genuinely care, you become a coach. And then it's then in case of then forwarding, when you come up to a hurdling block or a stumbling block where you're like, I'm not too sure how to help this person, you go and do a course, you go and do a program, you speak to other people, you see what's needed, and you go on and on and on and on. And that's been happening for 15 years now, and that's why we find ourselves sat drinking whiskey, wearing kilts, talking to people across the world.
Boom. David says, what do you think of non-Scotsmen wearing kilts? Cool or cultural appropriation? Cool.
Awesome.
Get it on you. Get it on you.
Get it up, yeah.
Get it on you.
So Skipper's saying, it's great to have Scottish blood running through me, even though it's probably 94% alcohol. Yes.
Jim used to follow us on YouTube a lot, Jim Wagner. Have you considered starting a charitable fund to send real whiskey to poor, underprivileged Americans? Jim, high five to that one, buddy. That's awesome.
Love it.
We will consider it, Jim. We feel bad. This is Jim. He hasn't had real whiskey. He has to walk 1,000 miles to get a good proper drop of whiskey. For just £3 a month, you can support Jim with a single malt.
Anytime I click my fingers, a poor American has to drink American whiskey.
That second-rate whiskey. Kenneth, I'll have my Balvenie to celebrate Burns Night at home. Good man, Kenneth. Enjoy that one. Hope it's the Caribbean cask. What's the other ones? Caribbean cask and the... There's 2 Balvenies that are really nice.
The Doublewood.
Doublewood.
The Doublewood's
right.
nice as well.
Yeah.
What do you think of the longevity belief that eating less calories you need a day is good for you? Sarkis, yes and no. It's not necessarily about the calories, it's about the nutrients that you're getting from it. What you'll tend to find is if you're eating a lot of food that is devoid of nutrients, your body will naturally make you hungrier because it's looking for the nutrients, not the calories. Your body has an amazing ability to adapt to the calories that you are consuming. And therefore, it shuts down non-essential systems and makes you less efficient at burning calories, or more efficient at saving calories, more to the point. So the whole longevity thing, eating less calories than you need per day, it's more about the nutrients. I think it's a slightly misguided question, I would say, based on the nutrients that we need. Focus on, if you can have as few calories as possible, getting all the nutrients that you need. Unfortunately, and the scientists have done the test on this, a female typically needs around 2,000 calories per day, and a male needs 2,500 roughly. But it's all about the nutrients.
Oh, it seems that somebody's impersonated us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so, hold on. It's a fake account. I'm going to...
Where's on Facebook?
On Facebook, yeah, basically somebody giving it... They used our profile and called it Rabin Steven. So I'm just going to give it...
Ask them to do a live feed and then see what they do.
Yeah, so Simon, that's a fake account. Simon Coriel Gourmets, that's not us. We're not giving away free money.
Thank you for pointing it out to us. Please, if you ever see anything that looks like a fake account...
If it doesn't have a blue tick, it's not us. The blue tick is verified. We have that on all our social media. It's what all verified people have. If it does not have a blue tick, it's not us. Therefore, do not trust anything it says.
And we will never ever ask you. Let's be fair. We're Scottish. Scottish have got a reputation for being tight-fisted. We don't give money away. Don't be stupid. If we're offering you free money, it's a fake account. Blue tick or no blue tick.
So anyone, so Raina St. Helier says they're asking for your credit info. Report them. Report them straight away. It happens once a month or so, give or take. They've obviously ripped off our photos and tried to convince themselves they're us. So just report them. Boom.
Yes. Yasmin is saying, isn't there a toast to the laddies and lasses?
The laddies, I like the 9 inches to the ladies. 9 inches is savage.
Burns night. Toast to the lassies and laddies. Yeah, I wonder if I can get it. Can I get it? Can I get it? I don't think so.
Krause is saying, I'm also sad for all the years I drank US whiskey. I need to go to the whiskey reform school. Yes,
Yes,
Krause.
you do.
Yeah.
So yes, Yasmin. Apparently there is a lassies and laddies. I'm not gonna get it. I've had a few whiskies by now, and that would just end in embarrassment for me. See, Belinda finally googled what Burns Night is. I actually tried to sing a Scottish version of Auld Lang Syne on New Year's Eve. I would love to know what you think of my attempt. I'll send you the link. See, Belinda, that'd be awesome. Send us the link and we will see what it's all about. Auld Lang Syne is one of those songs that it's played all over the world, and it's lovely. I've always associated New Year's Eve with Auld Lang Syne. Up until about, well, actually 6 years ago, we would always have like a big family get together at Hogmanay, and you'd have dinner, you'd have haggis, heaps and tatties, you'd have lots of whiskey, you'd have all a big sing and dance, and at the end of the night it was always Auld Lang Syne. Everybody got in a big circle, linked arms, and then you go in and out into the circle, and it was just an amazing experience. Me and my brother used to always just go into the middle and just start dancing like a pair of fucking idiots. And it was just great fun. So I'm glad that's travelled the world.
Rachel's saying, because I'd mentioned, I love that ladies love 9 inches.
Oh, yeah.
And she says, not as much as the ladies like the 9 inches. And then Dawn says, who doesn't love 9 inches? It's a beautiful thing.
Our wee traveller is on. So wee traveller on Instagram says, we've been kicking back with Jane Godley's Burn Supper, far too much haggis and a few drams. Wish I could be at Kaylee, but it's no a bad second. Well, wee traveller,
What's she drinking?
what are you drinking?
What dram were you drinking, wee traveller?
Wee traveller, you shared our our advert for this earlier on, so thank you for that.
Yeah.
And everyone who's on Instagram, please go and check out Wee Traveller.
Aye. Clarche is saying, sadly bedtime here, have to go. Have had a great time with you tonight. Have a good sleep. I was going to say have a good evening, but you go to bed, so have a good sleep. There we are.
Wee Traveller's drinking Auchentoshan.
Auchentoshan. Ah, not bad, eh? That's very specific. So she's obviously into her whiskies.
Yeah, aged in US bourbon cask near Glasgow. Yeah, apparently is.
Apparently some of my pot picks are on some of the more exotic sites. Job. Just report them, Job.
Yeah, just always report.
Yeah.
Always report them. Let's see what's happening on YouTube. Sorry, I've been ignoring you. You should make a trip to the US and bring it with you. Gwendolyn, we probably should. Skipper saying, I want to become a member because I'd like to ask advice from you guys. I have enjoyed your attitudes as much as your fitness. Well, Skipper, pop over to thekiltedcoaches.com, click the link, and let's have a chat.
Boom. Dodie's saying, I may have asked you the question I posted above, but I can't remember. I don't know what your question is, Dodie. Can you just send it again? The questions are pinging fast, so I kind of lose them.
And Skipper's saying, my Scottish mother said that one must eat pork and cabbage on New Year's Eve, and that's the Christmas tree had to be done before January 1st. I hated shooting that poor thing. Yeah, I'm not a big massive fan of pork. I don't believe pork should be eaten. I think it's a bit of a... This is in the form of bacon.
Bacon. Bacon.
Yeah,
we played that pig game.
Remember, you can't say beer can in a Jamaican accent without it sounding like bacon. Beer can! Where's my beer can?
Job is saying, loving you too. My best friend is enjoying your positivity. Well, we'll drink to your best friend, Job.
Right.
And we'll drink to you too, sir.
In fact, you know what? I've got a wee bit left. I'm going to go drink this and then go for a pee.
Or is it a jobby?
It's just a pee.
Doddie's saying, okay, but okay, Doddie, you need to just copy and paste your question, whatever it was. Jackie is saying, hello from Nova Scotia. New Scotland. That's right, indeed. Lucinda saying, you guys are so much fun. I wish I could drink with you. I have to wait a few more hours. Ah, that's a shame. You know what? Just watch it back later and just pretend it's still live. That's the way to do it. Yeah. Ariani, I'm really enjoying this whiskey. Signatory Vintage. Vintage 2007. Due to no filtration, this whiskey may turn cloudy when stored in a cool place. Well, this is a cool place, right? I'm surprised it doesn't turn cloudy. There we go. So yeah, Dodie, if you could just re-thingy your post, I will answer your question. Steve is saying, I can't take a picture of me enjoying Highland Park 12-year-old Orky single malt. How come? Why can't you take a photo? You know, do it on your phone? Fee is saying, Rabbi Burns, greetings from Perth, Scotland, a local fan. Fee Suter, do we know you? I don't know you, but happy days, Fee. So Fee, if you're ever in the area, go to the Lang's Cafe. They sorted this out with their haggis, neeps and tatty. It's in the Inverarman Business Centre, so they're awesome. Get your lunch there. Boom. Amanda's saying, we're waiting for your snow to come here, to come to us here in MO. What's MO again? Can't remember what that is. Laurie's saying, snowing here in Nebraska. And Julie's saying, with all this whiskey talk, I may have to try one. I don't think I've ever had one. If you are going to have one, try a Scotch whiskey. Try a good one. Single malt, that's the best way to go. Yeah, I'm surprised we don't know your face, Fee. Local fan, eh? Tara's saying, no snow here in a month. And Steve's saying no option on the desktop version. Yeah, unless you have a camera, you're right there. So, oh well, not to worry. So who is all having a dram or something this evening? I know there is a bit of a time difference. It's 9:20 in the evening here, which means in the US it'll probably be, what, 3 in the afternoon? 2, 3 o'clock? But are you having a dram with us? And if you are, let us know what it is you are drinking. Kevin Dick saying, hi Rab, enjoying you live. Oh, happy days, Kev. Well, I appreciate you being it. Annie saying, greetings from a gusty, windy day in San Diego. There we are. So Dodie, there's this question finally. Besides your awesome wit, how do you keep your people engaged and wanting to stay with the programme when they have a tendency to be a little on the lazy side? Also, how do you curb the exercise programs for people with bad backs or bad shoulders? So Dodie, we have live coaching sessions as part of our membership. That's the key difference with our program compared to many others, is that we take you through it. A lot of people out there sell their program and it's like, here, go follow this. Whereas what we do is we do live coaching sessions like this, but it's in a private group where we can answer your questions and keep you on track. There's mindset lessons we give, we can answer your questions, and we hold you accountable based on that. We can adapt any exercise for you as well. Typically, we make modifications videos for our members. They tell us which exercises they struggle with, and we make a sort of bespoke video. We usually do it live, and that means that everybody gets a bespoke modification that helps them. That's how we help them donate. There you go. And what happened when I was here? Oh Christ. I missed because everybody's... Whiskey? Oh, damn right. Top mine up.
Damn Skippy.
Arminda's on the bubbles. My
Jeez.
bubbles. You know that...
Lots of bubbles.
And Finding Nemo. He's like, my bubbles. He's proper defensive of his bubbles. So you like that, Arminda? Does Hamish try and take your glass? You're like, my bubbles.
My bubbles. Right, what's happening on YouTube?
Yeah. That is really nice whiskey though, isn't it?
It's really lovely.
Really? Is it really lovely?
It's really lovely. Mr. O'Hartley, I have seen a few videos of you. You seem very close. Are you very attractive? Hang on. Also, you're very attractive and easy-going men, in my humble opinion. Cheers, and XOXO from Mexico.
XOXO from Mexico. Happy days. Bart is saying he's having the Glenlivet Caribbean Reserve. Nicely done, Bart. And Maggie is going to have a Glenlivet when she gets home.
Nice one. Gwendolyn's back to work for me too. Thanks for sharing Burns Night with y'all. Best wishes, big hugs.
Kimberly's on a Glenlivet. I was asking what they're drinking, you see.
Ah, okay.
Alright. Oh, Rachel doesn't have anything in the house. Oh, Rachel.
Oh, no, that's poor planning.
Oh.
Learn that lesson, won't you?
Oh well. Got some
Um,
apple juice you could just pretend is whiskey.
Mr. O'Hartley says, I'm into Irish music. How do you get on with Irish people? Do you remember when we were over in Belfast?
Oh, that girl.
No, remember the guy. So we met the guy first.
Well, the guy was good
So
crack.
so this guy was like, so I'm 6 foot, slightly taller than me, proper ginger hair, and what is it? He said, oh, what's with the kilts?
He was having a bit of banter with us, which was fine.
And so we got chatting, and he was a lovely guy. We're like, yeah, we were walking that way anyway. Let's have a blether. And then this girl came along, and this girl was like,
she was good crack to be
where
fair.
is such and such a bar? And if this guy was kind of like, oh, if you head along this way and then head along that way and then up here and you'll get to the bar. And she started taking a piss, and she was being a twat, isn't she?
She was like, "You're so ginger," and he was like, "What?"
And she was proper ripping into this guy, and he's like, "Look, I'm trying to help you here. Like, you've asked for my help," and she was being an absolute twat. And I started filming it, didn't I? I wish I still had that video.
Did you delete it?
I must have deleted it. Anyway, this guy was just the best. He was quite funny. Anyway, yes, we get on really well with Irish. So the TV company that we're working with are based in Belfast. They're all Irish and they're all fantastic.
Laurie's having 2 drams, always an overachiever. I like it. Debbie's saying it's 8:20 AM here, but it's a public holiday for Australia Day, so I'll be having a few drinks later today. Just get stuck in now, Debbie. Why not? Enjoy
absolutely.
the banter.
Ferry Petrie says, what's your favourite TV show? Hugs from Argentina.
Job's on the Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark.
Kelly Van Stan, one of our new members, is on the red wine. Red wine. Who sings that again?
I have no idea.
UB40, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm going to go back to Instagram and see what people are saying.
Jenny Leaper is drinking plum brandy. It's going down a bit too easily. Annie's saying that's a big wee dram. Here we are.
Hey guys, I know the places you share with us always, says Shinko282. And are you travellers?
Travellers?
Oh, we like to travel, but no, I wouldn't say we're travellers. And Luick Akasil says, I'm going to drink, I prefer gin. See you guys. You can drink with us, you know.
Yeah, happy days. Oh, it's jumping some crazy. Hold on. 2 seconds or something.
Yasmin's saying, I love a bit of fish and ran in the morning before way start to my day. Yasmin, I'm the king of the typos. Our client Susan is like, she is queen of the typos, isn't she? But Yasmin, you're getting up there as well. You like your typos as well. I think you mean rab. A bit of fish and rab in the morning. Perfect way to start my day.
Rachel said, I had to run off for a phone call, so I missed seeing if you attempted to pronounce Did Sontes drinnen or not. That was my best shot. Why not, right?
Tim Braithwaite says, do you like the Macallan or is it too pricey? No, the Macallan's not pricey at all. It's pretty reasonable. I'm going to guess that this one that we're drinking from Ariane right now is probably more expensive than the Macallan. Macallan's really nice. Macallan Gold is really nice and smooth.
Right, mate, you've got to try and guess the 2 missing words from this sentence. 2 fingers deep. Yum. From Steve Royer.
2 fingers deep is really
yum. So Steve said 2 fingers deep of whiskey is rum. So if everybody can give your best 2-word replacements for Steve Royer. So what he said was 2 fingers deep, yum. Maybe it should just be 2 fingers deep. 2 fingers deep sounds pretty good.
Apparently Keith2912 says, nah, Irish whiskey better, lads. Well, first of all, you spell it wrong. And this is really funny because in Ireland they spell it with EY, same as American do. And it's just not the way you spell it.
Meredith, I'm having breakfast. Could I put whiskey on my cereal? Damn, Skippy. Yeah, put it on there. Why not?
Yasmin is saying, was going to have a dram with you guys. It was a bit early here, so you guys have one for me. Yasmin, that's no excuse.
Tiffany Richards is saying, hey, hey. Hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
Seen the name before.
The Lonely Traveller says, seen you guys have a dram made me want to crack a beer. Enjoying a local dark Norwegian style ale from the Pacific Northwest US. Cheers. The Lonely Traveller. Cheers.
Shelby Lower, it's about 1:30 p.m. here in Western Washington State, having a bit of Mad March. Here's Poitin. Is that a drink? Poitin?
Donnie Lemos on Instagram saying, how did you put Bernie in your photo? Bernie came over to Scotland and
He filmed with us. It was cold that day. So.
It was. He says, guys, like I want to sit with you in my kilt, but I need to put my mitts on. Is that okay? And I want to have a mask on as well because you just can't be too safe. I know you guys are close, but I'm going to put my mask on. I mean, that's absolutely fine as long as we can get a photo with you next to this waterfall. Then we're fine. He went great, and he's a good crack, wasn't he? He was good fun that day.
Job is saying travellers means masons. No, travellers are gypsies, Job. Masons are stonemasons, which is like a secret club. So typically speaking, travellers are Irish.
I don't think they like the term gypsies though.
Oh, do they not? Do they not?
No, apparently not.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently it's offensive.
Is that right?
Yeah. I may be wrong. I don't know, but I heard the term gypsy is offensive, but they prefer travellers.
Oh well, there we are.
But then, what's his name? He calls himself the Gypsy King, right?
I think you're not allowed to call them jippos, isn't it? Because jippos is a derogatory term for gypsy, isn't it?
That was just short for gypsy, though.
Oh, it absolutely is. Well, I mean, I think that was what's the bit they get offended by, isn't it?
Really? I don't know. I don't know. Danielle M says, I always prefer vodka because American whiskey just isn't for me. However, I shared a cup of scotch with my husband to seal our wedding vows. Instantly fell in love with the flavour. Happy days. I'm drinking from a cup, though.
Amanda Cherry said, 2 fingers deep. Ouch. The Catherine Bradley, Yokum, are you guys sending friend requests? Just received one from a Rabin. Stephen, is this you or a troll? If it doesn't have, it's not us.
It's not us.
It's not
I
us.
would never send any friend requests from a personal account, and you can't from a business page, so it's not us.
We always have a blue verified tick. We cannot stress this enough. These are fake accounts. There's people across the world that try and do it. They jump on the fact that we are promoting our website at the moment, and because we're doing that, they try and jump on it and try and mask us, ignore it, or report them, and then ignore it. There you go.
Mr. O'Hartley says, thanks for reading out loud and giving a reply to the message. What do you send Scottish greetings to Mexico? Scottish greetings from Mexico. Yes, absolutely. Would you send Scottish greetings to Mexico? Mexico? It is pronounced Mexico, right?
So Susan's saying travellers aren't gypsies. I thought they were.
Really?
Susan's saying travellers aren't gypsies. I thought they were.
Bit of an education for us tonight,
bud. Yeah. I thought travellers was...
So, Cub35 Guy says, what are your wives doing while you guys shoot the bull here, especially on Burns Night or any other holiday? They're actually locked in the boots of our cars right now. We have left them water and snacks and a little torch so they can see the snacks, so they can see again to them. And they will probably get cold after a little while, but that's okay. We've got that covered. We're going to nip out. We're going to give them a blanket probably in like an hour and a half-ish, probably.
Yeah.
And they'll be fine.
So in the UK, travellers are gypsies. That's a different term. So travellers are living on the British Isles. They belong to the same ethnic group as the local British people. So the main difference is their lifestyle. British gypsy equals lifestyle. European gypsy ethnic group. Blah blah. Are gypsies travellers in the US state? There's several thousand travellers in the United States. So it's different in the US, but in the UK, travellers are gypsies.
There we go.
Beth
says, hi from Oregon, just joining the chat and I'm not sure what Burns Night is all about. Love your videos, just what we need nowadays. Thank you for the energy and fun. Beth, absolutely. Burns Night is so normally, in the UK we've got all the patron saints for the country. So England have got St George, Wales have got Christ, who have Wales got? That is terrible. Ireland have got St Patrick. That's really, really shocking of me. Wales have got somebody else, and Scotland have got St Andrew. And everybody normally celebrates their patron saint. However, Scotland don't. We recognise St Andrew, but we don't really celebrate it. We celebrate Robert Burns, who was an actual person who was very significant in Scotland. We love his poems. We love what he provided for Scotland, and still provides to this day. Centuries after his death. So we celebrate Robert Burns, who is a poet, and you should try to read some of his poems, which are all in Scots language. Rab and I have also already tried a couple of his poems tonight, and as Scottish men, we still find it difficult to read his poems because it's such in broad Scots, and a lot of the words are becoming a little bit lost, but they're really great poems, and there's lots of them. So yeah, that's what Robert Burns Burns Night is. We eat haggis, we drink whiskey, and we celebrate. Where are we? Silvio says Argentina. Hanny says, hey guys, enjoy your company here. You give me plenty of positive vibes. Keep the good job and enjoy your whiskey. Greetings from Sweden. Hanny, greetings to Sweden. Skipper's back on. My mother used the word scunner, and now all my friends use it. How do you define it? Scunner. I would say if you've been scunnered, is a little bit, you've been shocked, you've been scunnered. It's very much, if I was to smack Rab on the ass right now, and he'd be like, what the fuck?
But champion!
Rab would be scunnered.
Scunnered.
He'd be scunnered. And champion!
Champion!
That's a joke that I could explain. I don't know if it'd be worth it. It'd be a very long-winded explanation, and you'd be like, yeah, fantastic, Stephen, well done. Americans pay a bunch of tax on whiskey. Macallan's pricey over here. Yeah, that means that probably the rest of them would be pricey as well, so it's no more expensive than the others.
Liana is saying, hi from Arkansas. Always want to go to Scotland. Never met my family from there. Enjoying your video. Happy days.
Ali Baker's back on the comments. He says, scunnered, slapped on the arse, 2 fingers deep.
Champion!
Champion!
Yeah, and Amanda can't take 2 fingers apparently. She says, ouch.
Oof.
This is it. Slowly falling into the gutter.
So Orkney now and forever still preferred Scotland whiskey, the best drink in the world. Yes, absolutely. And Lonely Traveller says, I have an English bulldog I named Jura after the Scotch. However, I have yet to try it. Did you like Jura? And if so, which one do you recommend? What? You called your dog Jura after the whiskey, but you've not tried it? Believe it, something wrong with that. We've actually got Jura Journey up on the shelf.
You've got to hear this. So when they did the whole 2 words in between thing, Dawn says, 2 fingers deep, he sniffed, yum.
Yes.
Oh, Dawn, that was absolutely brilliant.
Yasmin is saying, go all out and give them a pillow as well.
Give them a pillow?
You have to warn pillows, eh? You have to earn pillows. Because I was talking about the wives.
Oh.
You were too busy trying to research something.
Was I?
And I asked where the wives are when we were celebrating birthday. I said they're in the boots of the car.
Yeah. So that's not a secret though, is it?
No, but what I was saying was that they're out there, we've left them snacks and water. And they'll probably get cold, but we've got a plan.
But I just let them out for a pee. So...
Yeah, we've got an alarm set to go and give them a blanket at some point, but that's not yet.
What, so they got a problem with this?
No, basically what they're saying is don't forget the pillow as well. Like a pillow would be nice.
Yeah, but they haven't earned it.
Well, that's what somebody else is saying.
Yeah, listen, I've just let them out for a pee, so don't worry about it.
So yeah, JC Barber saying you have to earn pillows, and like yeah,
I absolutely agree.
We'll see what their attitude is like when we go out, and we'll have a pillow on standby. If they've got a very apologetic and respectful attitude, then we'll give them the pillow.
Yeah. 2 girls, 1 boot.
Yasmin saying, that's like my dad, he's Scottish, and when he tries to read those poems, he has a little trouble. Yes, Yasmin, it's pretty tough. It's like reading Scots is pretty brutal.
Scotch. Do either of you remember Pinwinnie's Scotch? Nope, I don't. Do you?
So Danielle M says, apologies, I call it a cup, but the proper name is a quake. Yes, a quake is like a little bowl with handles. Yeah.
What's that for?
She was saying that she shared a quake of whiskey, but she said a cup for her wedding. I'm like, a cup of whiskey? Like, nobody has a cup of whiskey. But it's a quake. Yeah, quake is not a cup.
What do they have to do for a snuggle? They have to make sure they've done all their chores, fixed everything around the house. Everything has to be spotless clean. And
yeah,
then they might get a snuggle. It depends on our mood, to be honest, doesn't
it? It really depends on how it smells in there as well, because we like our room to smell nice, and often in the boot of a car they can fart. As much as all the females out there, I know you pretend not to fart, but we know you do. You just keep it a bit under wraps. You're not as proud of your farts as guys are, and that's okay. But we know that you do fart, but we like our women not to smell when they fart. So when we open the boot, depends on the smell of it, will dictate whether I get a snuggle or not.
Sometimes if it does smell bad, we just take the petrol can and douse them in it, and then we get a wee lighter just to play around, like just to keep them on edge, because it's keeps them guessing, keeps them on their toes, you know. They're watching a stream.
This is getting out of hand.
I think we should just stay in the office today. Our lives are... Okay, everybody watching the stream, please. If we vanish after tonight, it's because we've been murdered by our angry wives.
So we have a live coaching session scheduled for Wednesday. I can't remember what time we've got for Wednesday for our members. If we don't turn up, we're probably locked in the boot of our cars and our wives have doused us in petrol.
We probably deserved it, but hell hath no fury than a woman scorned.
Yeah, there is no probably. We 100% deserve it.
Don't say your wives are going to bludgeon you. Yeah, I might just sleep downstairs in the dog's bed tonight. I'll just creep in and hope she forgets.
BB is saying, what do you call a cute door? Adorable. There's a wee joke there. There's a wee joke. Oh, it's a wee joke.
This Jenny's something else. 2 fingers deep in chocolate. Yum.
That's a bit cleaner.
Is it? Compared to our bum question earlier.
You took it there.
I took it there. She clearly takes it there too. Our office is now the doghouse. Yeah, Amanda, I'm just staying here. I'm not going home till I know it's clear.
The Lonely Traveller says, I wanted to name my dog after a Scotch, but I didn't want one that was 5 syllables long. And I have a friend with a dog named Talisker, so I couldn't pick that one. Okay, well there's Jura, there's Glenlivet, there's Lafroig, there's Ardbeg, there's fucking Balvenie, there's a lot of fucking whiskies.
Jenny's like, you guys are so bad. You led us down that path, Jenny.
I think this is a reply to what would they have to do to deserve a pillow, and Yasmin is saying they would have to allow 2 fingers deep.
Shelby's saying your wives may be trying a different haggis recipe tomorrow.
So Ferry Petri is asking a very important question on YouTube here. It's a very important question indeed, and one that deserves considerable contemplation.
The answer's cannonball, isn't it?
No. Ferry Petri, are you from Scotland, guys?
Well, suck me sideways, eh? Never expected that one. Yes, we are indeed. We're in Scotland right now, actually.
Like right this minute.
Right now.
Kathy Richard said, my first taste of Scotch burned all the way down. I bet it did.
Deborah said, my dog's name is Wego. So when I call him, I yell, here we go! Oh, Laurie's. Oh, this is bad. The clan member's going to jump you, Laurie. I'm sorry, the clan member's about to jump you. So Laurie said, what's the name of your exercise customers? Drama queens.
Ah,
It's gonna funny,
love
but the
it.
clan are gonna get you. Right, clan, get up.
Marion says, pure man.
Orla's saying, lads, you're gas. Watching from the west of Ireland. Your man Conor McGregor got pangered at the weekend, unfortunately.
Alright. But do you know what? I was actually I was more impressed with Conor after the fight than I've ever been.
I know. To be
Ever
fair,
been.
he took it on the chin. He took
it twice.
The thing is, I actually like watching Conor fight. He's an entertaining fighter. He's great. But I really like Dustin Poirier, and the fact he was the underdog. And
But do you know what? They both. The reason you like watching Conor McGregor, he comes after it. He wants to win. He's entertaining, and that's what you want. And win or lose, he's entertaining.
Yeah, and then afterwards he took his loss like an absolute. Do you know what? He was good to listen to even after the match. You're like, man, that guy's just got. No wonder he's a multi-millionaire now. Good for
Karen
him.
Brenner says, my great grandfather was Scottish. What is a good whiskey? Actually, right now, this is a fucking good whiskey. I don't know if Ariane's still up, but Ariane, fucking good shout.
We're going to call it the Annie whiskey.
That is the Ariane whiskey. It's so smooth, very palatable. He did, because he's a great man.
That'd be great.
You should try Connor's whiskey.
Proper 12.
Probably not. We like proper whiskey, not proper 12. It's just not. Ali Helmy says, oi lads, happy Burns night. Hope you enjoyed a nice haggis supper. I cooked one for my daughters today. Something to bring the feeling of home to them here in Sweden. Well, Ali Helmy, I hope you had a great day.
Jennifer saying, happy to finally join up today, enjoying some Glenlivet too. Cheers. So Jennifer, you're joining with your mum, which is awesome. Just get your mum to do it on the joint account and whatever, that's fine. It's all good.
Just get it done.
And Annie's saying, when is the girl going to jump out of the barrel? Now, no, she's still asleep. The drugs are still wearing off.
Yep.
This is like, do you remember that movie Under Siege?
Yeah.
The girl jumps out of the
barrel.
barrel.
Yeah.
It was a way of getting. Remember how movies in the
Miss July.
I know. Do you remember movies in the 90s would product place boobies? They had to have boobies in it to get to like a 15 rating, and it would like to she jumps out. The boobies are on show, and that's the only point there's boobies in the whole movie.
I don't think that's classed as product.
It fucking is. Like,
Product placement.
It is, because then that way when people talk about Under Siege, they can say there's guns, there's bad language, there's boobs. It ticks all the boxes. And then all the guys are like, I'm watching that movie.
There's a plastic surgeon out there saying, I did that as product placement.
Exactly, yeah. But it's just like, of all, like, why have the boobies in the movie at all then? It's just so unnecessary.
Because it makes it more watchable.
No, it's because they're product placing them. Guns, bad language, and boobies, I'm telling you.
I think you're misunderstanding product placement here.
Not me.
Kathy Richards says, have you ever tried moonshine? Make sure you don't use a water glass. Don't know what that means, Kathy, but thanks for the tip. And Mr. O'Hartley says, nice watching you guys. Thanks for the replies. Gotta go for now. Brazos, and see you soon, muchachos.
John Breen saying, what's about drinking in the blue bottle? Fabric conditioner. It does kind of look like that. That's like that. Remember those stupid pod challenges? People are eating washing up liquid or some shit.
Ali Helmy says, my God, Undersea Stripper, my first crush. I know I joined the stream at a good time. Yes, Undersea Stripper was hot. She had this sort of short blonde hair, didn't she?
With the boobies.
With some nice boobies, yes.
Laurie's saying, can you mix whiskies, or is it best to stick to one brand? In one night, you can mix a few.
Yeah.
As long as you're drinking them straight, you'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
You're drinking water, Diane? Yep, we drink water with our whiskey.
BBC, never trust a chef. Yes. Ali, remember when Steven Seagal was supposed to be a badass 80s legend? He was a badass 80s legend. That's the thing.
There's a really bad movie, and I forget what it's called. And basically, Steven Seagal was partway through filming this movie before he had his stroke, right?
Oh, shit.
So at the start of the movie, he's like kicking ass, blocking everything, all that kind of nonsense. And he always had the stroke, and then he continued filming I guess, I don't know, weeks or months, whenever after.
Yeah.
And you can tell they had to speed up the footage because he was obviously slower, and you notice the difference. So now that you know that fact, I forget what movie it is, you go back and watch it and you're like, oh,
do you remember Executive's Decision?
Yeah, in fact, see when he died?
Yeah, he's in it for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck? He's just gone.
Amanda's saying, do the wives know about the girl in the barrel?
Shh. Don't say it too loud. They could be listening. I know we took their phones off them so they're in the boot, but actually, wives are sneaky. They have shit planned, so they could be listening right now, so please be quiet about that.
We've been brewing this one for weeks.
You know, like, I want to show you this.
Did that come out?
Yes.
Like, really?
So if I move that, like, you know there's a hole here, right? It's a bit stuck at the moment. But when we give her the call, she'll pop that cork out, and then we can put whatever we want in that hole, and she will do whatever we want with that when we put the hole. So, shh, the wives don't know about the girl in the barrel.
Is there not a movie called like The Girl on the Train? Well, we're going to have a new movie called The Girl in the Barrel. Rachel saying wives are sneaky, they know everything.
Susan's back on the feed. Hey, Susan. Kathy Richards says, let's say I had a long nap. Okay. And the BB says she's in Baywatch too. Really? You are way out of focus apparently on YouTube.
Oh,
I don't think we are.
Amanda's saying maybe it's Holly. Let Holly out the barrel. Holly's safely at home looking after my dog. So if she's in there, that means my dog's in there. And that's a bloody shame. No, come on. This barrel's actually seen better days. It's getting loose. She might escape, actually.
Right, where are we on Instagram? That's why I picked Jura as our name. That's fine. Ha 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 ha.
Dawn's saying glory hole in the barrel.
Yeah. Chloe Helen says, I like whiskey straight, my coffee black, my chocolate dark, my men wild. Woofed. Chloe Helen, you need to get your ass here. We've got whiskey, we've got men, we've got chocolate.
He actually does have chocolate. Where is the chocolate? Over there.
Yes, we do. Whiskey, cheers whiskey. Are you pissed, says Stevie Glenn Lee. Depends what you mean by pissed. Siglinde, boobies are great product placement. I'm guessing half of my followers don't follow me for my music.
I was trying to be a gentleman and say, what music do you play? But really I'm thinking, I want to see your boobs.
Siglinde, you're one of our new members and you've just told us two things about you that we didn't know before. One, you've got great boobs, and two, you play music. And you can guess the one we're interested in.
We should actually share Siglinde's. So Siglinde, let us know if you've got a page for your music and we will share you on it.
Yes, we will.
There we are.
And if you've got a page for your boobies, we'll share that too.
Yeah, we'll make up for our sleaziness. There we are.
What's the difference between a Scottish sheep farmer and a Rolling Stone song? One says, hey you, get off my cloud. Another says, hey McLeod, get off my you.
Is that a song joke, is it? You've got to be in the mood for those bad boys, eh?
Stevie Glenn Lee says, 2021, hope it's a man in the barrel.
Man in the barrel, he would just drink our whiskey.
Siglinde says, that's the most perfect silence. Yes, it is.
Oh, so Laurie's saying, what's the difference between American beer and making love in a canoe? Both are fucking close to water. That was very funny, right?
Where are we? Alan Chevelo says, J'adore.
J'adore.
C'est que vous vêtez les gars. C'est très sympa. Merci.
I love something. I love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ali Baker says, you think it's a girl on the barrel, bless. Pop my barrel cork, lads. We won't be drinking whiskey straight. Straight.
Straight.
Ooh, this message has been held for review from Josh. Boobies! I'll show that one.
Yeah, show the boobies.
Boobies! Always show the boobies.
See, when I was younger, like if I was ever watching a movie with my parents and the boobs, I wanted to look, but didn't. I was embarrassed that my parents saw me looking. So I'd be like, "Oh, for goodness sake!" I'm like,
because thing is,
I used to actually stand up like, "Mum, do you want a cup of coffee?" And I'd go through the kitchen, I'd be looking back through to see the love scene. I'm like, "Well, the kettle was boiling."
yeah, thing is, actually do remember watching scenes like True Lies when Jamie Lee Curtis is dancing around the bedpost.
Yeah, do some more. Do
some
it
more.
slowly.
And you're kind of like, I shouldn't be watching this, but I am, and my daddy's watching it too, and I feel awkward, and it's like, what the fuck?
It's when no one flinches.
But
You know, if
that
you're
is
watching.
Western society gone fucking mad. It's like, we can't watch an attractive girl dancing in a bedpost.
But you know, it's like you're watching it, right? And whoever's in the room's watching it too, now they don't flinch. She's like, they're actually watching this, so I can't flinch. I can't can't shirk away from it. Have to watch it too, but I want to giggle. And I don't
Thing
want.
is, that's the sign of maturity, is when you can be immature around your friends and people around you, right? It's a sign of maturity. Like, so if we've seen like True Lies for the first time, Jamie Lee Curtis getting all sexy, dancing on the bedpost, like if that happened right now, we would be like, oh hey, look at
Hey.
the boobies.
Do someone is softly, Steve said. So I must have misheard
Do
that.
Simone.
I thought it was slowly, but he's saying softly.
No, he says do Simone, do it slowly. So it's like do it softly, do it slowly.
So do it softly,
Yeah,
do
he
it
doesn't
slowly.
repeat himself. He says two different things.
Alright, smarty pants. You've obviously seen that movie one too many times.
Oh yeah, I've played the guitar to that song.
Jenny's saying my dad always encouraged us to watch Baywatch on a Saturday because he says it was educational.
Oh yes, it is. Blue Baroni says, "Hey guys, could you please wish my friend Chris a happy birthday for today?" Yes, absolutely.
Happy birthday to Chris.
Happy
birthday.
Happy Burns night and happy birthday to Chris.
Every time his birthday's on. Robbie Burns has stole your birthday, Chris. What a bloody shame.
Somebody's asking, is that a spider on your socks?
I don't know, maybe.
They're trying to get you to move your legs so
Oh.
it's flash.
Ah.
This message has been hidden for review.
Oh, here we go. I love these ones.
Ooh. How do I give this? Show from Kathy Richards.
Ooh.
It says, I was in my pop top and I gave the storekeeper a $100 bill and he gave me 110 back. Too busy looking at my boobs.
Oh.
Kathy, you must have great boobs.
Jenny's asking if the hole in the barrel is 2 fingers deep.
I would say so.
At least, yeah. Maybe 3, actually.
Right, where are we? Difference between Scottish sheep farm, that's fine. What's the most perfect silence? Are you going to traditional under those kilts? Amy hikes, always. Those socks look so comfortable, says Evan Storm. Yasmin says, it's so cute the way you say boobies. I've got one of my good friends, Trev, he's English and he grew up in Oxford actually, now lives in Yorkshire, and we used to always laugh at each other because I would say boobs and he would say boobs, and he would laugh at me saying boobs and he's like, that's boobs, and I'd say boobs because it's different accents. It was very cute.
I was watching a documentary the other day. It was on
A documentary?
A documentary. It was actually interesting. I'd started off with flamingos, then it went on to bees, and some of them are really like bees. They talk about the queen being the slave and all this kind of stuff, and they talk about the different powerful stings you get. Okay, so some are deadly and some are very, very deadly. Literally, if you get stung by the very deadly bees, you don't just die; you really die. So
I was going to say, what's deadly? It was very deadly.
well,
Like, you die and you die twice.
well, it's like you get standard bees, you get honey bees and all that kind of stuff. You get killer bees, and then do you know the name of the most deadliest bee, the scariest bee out there? The booby! It doesn't just kill you; it steals your soul.
The boobies do steal your soul.
They absolutely do.
They mesmerise you first.
Well,
Alan Fox says, that's a nice wall. With bison and all. On Instagram, actually, it's not bison, it's a Highland cow.
but M Bison's there somewhere.
Alan Fox, even though no bison in the UK, yeah, but we've got Highland cows. That's a Highland cow, that's not bison.
A Highland cow could take a bison anyway.
Yeah.
I think. Holly's saying, just stopping by to say hello and goodbye. Oh, my Holly Dolly. Hope you're looking after my dog. And Holly is not in the barrel, because if she was in the barrel, she could be commenting. So
Exactly.
unless, have you got an iPad in there, Holly? Yeah. How do you die then really die, Simon? It's like your soul dies too and gets sucked into the ether. But did you die?
Lizzie Blues on. Good morning, guys. Bit early here in the Oz for a wee tipple, but my favourite single malt is Lagavulin and Glava. Over ice when I want something sweeter. Can time apparently is from Dick Dad.
Simon says, I love hairy coos. Coo.
BB says, you don't just die, you really die. Both tonight.
What did I say about the monkeys earlier? What did I say?
I can't remember.
I can't remember what I said. Amanda saying I'm sceptical Holly could have Wi-Fi in the barrel, but the dog couldn't fit in there.
Yeah.
She could have Wi-Fi in the barrel. It's the same Wi-Fi here.
Kerrigan Murphy says, boobs, boobies, tits, titties, jugs, melons. They can all be too big or too small. Or they could just be right.
Hazel Creeley, hey from Kirkcaldy, just down the road from where we're from. We're from Glenrothes originally. You guys are great. Can you do a shout to my family in New York who are watching you? Brittany Ettinger, who dropped you a comment earlier. Happy days. So we'll give a shout out to Brittany. My apologies, must have missed your comment. So Kirkcaldy was literally a 10-minute drive, if that, from where we grew up. There you go.
Yes. I actually went to school in Kirkcaldy because I'm Catholic and that's the closest Catholic school to me. Right. Yasmin saying, bloody men! Lol. Right. I don't know what was said, but you've got a good point. Yeah. Has he got a name, this Highland cow? It's a she, actually, and her name is Morag.
Yeah. Do you know, she's been stuck there a while. Her bum's out the other side. Every now and again, we get some bulls to come sniff her arse. She enjoys it. They come around the corridor, but she's stuck there, you know.
Alan on Instagram is saying, I was wrong. Highland cow, I should appropriate myself. What are the puppets? Alan, you're wrong again. They're not puppets. They're just dolls.
Yeah.
These are from Margaret, who very kindly made them for us. This is my Stephen, who has got a bottle of whiskey.
And this is my Ram. I don't want to bring him down because his shoes always fall off.
But like people on, no, actually YouTube can't see, Facebook can't see.
Yeah, oh well.
I can't reach.
You're
I'm going to reach up. I'm going to flash. And I don't want to flash.
Do you know how many streams we've had to delete because we end up flashing? Or correction, Stephen ends up flashing.
It's normally me, right?
Which means I'm due a flash. That's what
well, otherwise it's just a habit, and I'm in the habit of flashing myself. I don't really want to flash myself, but I really want to set my Stephen doll up properly. Oh, fuck's sake. Fuck you. Fuck you, Stephen doll. Are you guys flatmates? Asks Alan Fox. Alan Fox, are you new to the channel? You talk bison, you're talking puppets, you're asking for flatmates. I feel like you're new here. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It's my first day here. Have you got any new Instagram names? We've got Indigo Dingo,
right?
Coco Savvy Rari Tagawao,
Right.
King of Death 24 and film a lot.
We've got Firmer. It's not that funny though. We've got Marty. We've got Scott and France.
Scott and France.
Got Commando.
Go on, if you've got a cool Instagram handle, share it please.
Nah, there's... OMG, it's Matty.
OMG, it's Matty.
Nah, it doesn't beat the other ones though, does it?
Drinking on a Monday night, Adam. We're Scottish, we drink every night of the week.
Even if there's a fire. Right, let's go back to YouTube.
Oh, I was the only one. Adam, good lad. Here we are.
Let's go back to YouTube and see what's happening. Apparently there's a bison in Scotland Outlander filmed there last season, says Susan. Why weren't you two in Braveheart? I think probably because we were about 10 years old at the time.
1991 Braveheart, 92? What do you think? 92?
Oh, let's have a fucking look.
If it was 92, then I was 8. Somebody gave us a donation. Who was that? Somebody with a P.
Oh, really? I'll have a look just now.
Somebody began with P.
Braveheart was released in 95, which probably
95?
means it was filmed in 93. So I was 11.
Oh, I was 9.
So there was people younger than 11 in it, i.e. young William Wallace, but not a huge part.
Yeah. You dropped your rock.
You dropped your rock.
Oh, Martin. Good question, Martin. When's the TV thing you did with Joanna Lumley going to be on? So, Martin, we think we've got a date. So, her first episode of her show. So, we filmed with Joanna Lumley back in October, November time. And her show is going to be called Home Sweet Home. And we're on the 2nd episode. So, our first episode airs on ITV and various other channels on the 2nd of February. So, we assume it's one episode a week. So, we should be on the 9th of February. There we are.
There you go. BB saying you can say anything you want about boobs, but they are definitely a handful. Well, any more than a handful is a waste, right?
Deborah saying bison weigh nearly twice as much as a Highland cow. Big deal, Deborah. It's not about the weight.
It's about the size of the horns.
Exactly. And also it's what you do with it that counts. Plus, Highland cows are vicious wee bastards.
Yeah. Patrick Tarek says, I would like to meet you both. Good for you.
Good days. I'm loving this wee spasm Stephen's got going on with his hand. He's like, hey, my precious. He's like creeping it and doing this and this.
Kevin Parton says, just for you guys, great channel, drinking a Jameson Black Barrel.
Why?
Lizzie Blues, what are you drinking? We are drinking a gift from one of our members, Ariane, and it is the Unchilled Filtered Collection. Signature Vintage from the Glenlivet Distillery.
Yeah.
And it is feckin' beautiful.
It's absolutely delicious.
And the donation was from Patrick Tarek. I would like to meet you both. Muscle motivation.
There we go.
Yeah, Patrick, we don't meet people unless we know them.
Exactly. You've got a better chance if you join our membership.
Yes.
And then we'll get to know you.
And Lizzie Blue retracted a message. What did you say? He's based in Scotland too, apparently.
Amanda saying, lol, have we had so much whiskey that we're comparing cows to bisons?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. No, cows and buffalo. Yes, we are. Next, we're going to work out who would win in a fight, a chipmunk or a squirrel. Who would you have?
It depends what type of squirrel.
I'm going to say grey squirrel because those are mean wee
Yeah, but black squirrels apparently are fucking even worse.
Are they? They're like rats with tails, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
So I'm going to say a grey squirrel would kick the fuck out of a chipmunk.
See, when you look at it, please pardon my grotesqueness here, okay? But you got a red squirrel, you got a grey squirrel, and you got a black squirrel.
Yep.
When you have red and you mix it with blue, what'd you get?
Purple.
Purple, right?
I like this game.
Right. When you get purple and you mix it with green, what would you get?
Gurple.
Gurple, right? And when you get gurple, you mix it with yellow, what'd you get?
Yerple.
Yerple, right? the more you mix, the more black it gets. It's only a matter of time before you get black. And you get red squirrels who are pure, they're fucking beautiful, and they're ginger as fuck, and I love them. But then you get the grey squirrels who are like clearly mongrels, they're just, but they're from the breed of just like, yeah, just a mix. They've got all the kind of bits from everything else, and then you get the black ones who are just mean as fuck with the squirrels. Okay, because everything just kind of mixes in.
Well, I've never seen a black squirrel, but when I compare a red squirrel, red squirrel just seems smaller and weedier, and also they're slower. And the reason I make that point, when I'm driving up through the woods,
They're stupid, right?
they take longer to get across the road. You're like, come on, little guy, go. Grey squirrels. I was in New York, and if you've ever been to New York, you go down to Battery Park. Man, those squirrels will literally hop onto the kids' legs to take crisps out of their hands. They're pretty big, they're pretty strong looking. I've never seen a black squirrel, but the grey squirrels are pretty badass.
Yasmin, you're the best. Yasmin wins.
What's she say?
Yasmin has gone and changed her name on Instagram to Two Fingers Deep.
No way, Yasmin! Yasmin, well done, lass.
Fingers Deep. Yasmin wins. End of story. We're done.
Amanda saying chipmunks can hold more nuts.
Right, we'll go back to YouTube. Hang on 2 seconds. Bartik Tariq, I'm a big muscle bear interested in Scottish muscle. Good for you, Bartik.
They're New York squirrels. Billy Beach is saying 2 fingers deep next video.
Michael Lauren, I prefer Kentucky bourbon. You guys are sure an inspiration to all of us out here. Keep up the good work. Yeah. Lizzie Blue, cheesy Aussie dad joke coming up. Australia Day here, and I guess this needs to be a clean stream. Why aren't koalas actual bears? They don't meet the qualifications.
Aren't koalas marsupials? No. Rachel saying, I dread to think who's going to be messaging Yasmin now. Poor Yasmin.
Oh, Yasmin, you have to change that back soon. Don't worry, you win. Absolutely amazing. Josh says that logic is amazing. I don't know at what point in the conversation you typed that, but thank you. Our logic normally is amazing.
Can't remember what we're talking about at the time.
And John Simoski says, we have white, black, brown and red in my town. It's very diverse.
Amanda's saying there are 3 kinds of bras: the Catholic bras that hold up the masses, the Baptist bras that make a mountain out of molehill, and the ones I have to wear after dieting, the Salvation Army bras that lift up the floor.
Hey.
I need to pay the water bill again.
Oh, really?
You've broken the seal, it's all over.
Was it the thought of 2 fingers deep that's done it for you?
That's exactly what it is.
Yasmin, you see what he's doing to Rab?
No.
Taking himself off. Bit of alone time, you know. I think I'll go after him. I think I'll just join him. Afterwards, not join him. Go afterwards. That sounded wrong. Let's go back to YouTube. Somebody's held for review. Lizzie Blue, I guess not. What does a horny frog say? What does a horny... Robert. Lizzie, we like that. If anybody's got any jokes, we are more than happy to receive jokes. You get dad jokes and you get funny jokes. And more often than not, a joke that's typed is a dad joke. That's not to say that they're not welcome. They're always welcome. But yeah, you let us know if you got a joke. Germana says, what are your thoughts on blended versus single malt? Have you all tried rye whiskey? In my opinion, they've got more flavour than bourbon, so it might be up your alley. Germanus, no, I've never tried rye whiskey. If they've got more flavour than bourbon, then I guess it's going to be a good thing, because typically speaking, bourbons are shit. We are much more of a single malt type of guy. Do you know, after every intake that we do, so we do 2 intakes per year for our membership, and we do one in January and we'll do one in the summertime. And after, but the way the membership works is we've got a 3-month program that we want to get everyone through, and it's called the Everlean Essentials, and it's basically the essentials that you need for long and sustainable weight loss and longevity and health and well-being. Okay, so we Everlean Essentials. But at the end of the 12 weeks, we always like to do an Everlean Essentials graduation and celebration whiskey live. So we basically do this type of thing, but it's only with our members. We chat away and it's great. It's good fun. And the last time we did it, we got sent a bunch of bourbons and Tasmanian and all sorts of different whiskies, and we're like, we'll try them all. And we're completely honest, nothing beats a Scottish whiskey. Everyone likes to think that they're going to be better, or they're going to be different, or going to be like just as good. The only thing that we've seen is just as good as Japanese. Japanese are pretty good, they're pretty nice. All the American stuff, it's like a different drink. If you said this is a bourbon and it goes nice with Coca-Cola or it goes nice with whatever, we might entertain it as a different drink. But if you're going to put it in the same bracket as whiskey, we're going to tell you to go fuck yourself.
Chris is saying, so in today's 2 lives, I've realised the tone of the programme is bum activation, dongles, boobies, and 2 fingers deep. I think I'm going to enjoy this. Cheers. And Lou's on, good day lads, 'tis Australia Day today. Ciao.
Is it Australia Day today?
It's Australia Day today.
Oh, happy days. Is that 25th of January every year, or is
it 26th? Because they're ahead. They're from the future, remember?
Of course they are.
Yeah, they are.
They are from the future.
Well, good day, Lou. I hope you enjoy Australia Day.
2 fingers deep and saying, oh, too good.
Oh, too good.
What is wrong with 4 fingers deep and a thumbs up? Sorry.
4 fingers deep and a
I had
thumb.
to put that in. Lanella Brown John. Well, actually.
Brown John. 4 fingers deep and a thumb. That will be a Brown John.
That's her name.
Oh, my apologies. I thought you were making a joke. My apologies. I thought you was making a joke. I thought you were being really witty. I was like, it's not like Steam to be that way.
Yeah, that's her name.
What was her first name again?
Lanella.
Lanella, my apologies. In fact, Lanella comments a lot.
Lanella is.
She's got like a grey profile picture.
I've been chatting to Lanella quite a lot on the comments and the conversations.
On Facebook she's got a kind of grey. She's up for a laugh. She knows I don't or didn't mean it. No. Sorry, Lynn. Oh, she's on here.
Is she there too?
She's there. She says it was a joke. Oh, thank fuck for that. Oh, I feel better now. I panicked. Woo. 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 We can calm now. We can calm.
I was making it so actually Scott and France is saying, see, written jokes can be funny. I was making the point like if you have to type a joke, it's typically going to be a dad joke.
Yeah. Whereas
most real funny jokes are just said in person.
Kyle Merker just got a weird message. I want a gift card from you. No, it's fake. Just report them. In fact, Kyle, can you please report that page? It's a scam artist. The quicker you report it, quicker everybody reports it, Facebook will shut it down. So,
Ali Baker's got a very actually important question, and this cannot be overlooked. He says, has Rab washed his fingers?
Have I washed my fingers?
Yep.
No, I haven't. I like to keep them as dirty as fuck. I've washed them since like 2002. In fact, I remember every one of my girls.
What's that song like?
I don't know, but that was so bad. See, when we drink whiskey together, it brings out the child in me. It's fucking bad. Lou is saying, had a few drams of Oban Distiller's Reserve last night and read some Burns. Very good, Lou. We are enjoying Ariane's signatory vintage Glenlivet. It's delicious.
Lizzie Blue said, you obviously real true blue Scots with the ever so careful getting up off your chair. Yeah, that might not be the case in an hour or so.
No.
Pardon me.
Amanda Cherry saying, we can handle it. Brown John versus Cherry is expected. Debbie saying, won't need to work out today. My blinking stomach is killing me laughing so much.
This message from Mama Consuelo has been held back by YouTube apparently, but I'll show it. It's actually not bad. You both look so comfortable. Greetings from Santa Cruz, California, to the immortal Rabbit Burns. Slanchima. Thanks for sharing your time.
Why would that be blocked?
I don't know. Slanjava.
Lynella saying, don't need a dram to bring out my inner child.
Absolutely. Patrick says, do you go commando all the time?
All the time.
Rab, you don't need whiskey to show your inner child.
I know.
Never.
That's what Kimberly also said.
Kathy must go.
Kathy Moscow?
Must go.
What clan are your tartans? This is the Royal Stuart.
Where are we?
It's always the same. Once I've said something really bad, I try and settle for a bit. I'm like, calm, Rab, calm, settle. But then when like Brown John pops up again and Cherry pops up, I'm like, it's like, oh god.
Carla Mitch01 says, you didn't read my comment on Facebook, so you might hear you pair of ball fags. You ball bags.
Ball bags? Who was that?
Carla Mitch01.
Did I miss her comment?
Yeah, apparently you did.
Oh, my apologies.
You didn't read my comment on Facebook, but you might hear you pair of ball bags.
Now, wait, now, what was her name? Because I'm trying to find it. I was maybe at the toilet.
Carla _ Mitch01.
Carla Mitch. Let's find your comment, Carla. You ball bag. Let's just see.
If you were being proper Scottish, you'd call it a ball bag.
Aye, fuck's sake, Carla.
What's with the L's? It's a ball.
Oh,
B-A-W.
I can only go up to 9 minutes ago. It was Burt Wheels, Glenn Morangi for me.
And Two Fingers Deep says, haven't laughed this hard in a while. Well, Two Fingers Deep, we're glad to have gone 2 fingers deep.
Angela saying, how long have you guys been streaming? I've just stumbled upon yous since 8 p.m. So 2 hours and 25 minutes and 33 seconds. 2 hours, 25 minutes and 35 seconds. 2 hours... No, I'll shut up now.
Carla Mitch01 says...
Is that the same girl that called us ball bags?
Yep. Ball bags.
Oh, now she's waving.
Twice. She's double fisted.
We'll just wave the 2 fingers.
I'm not whiskey. You're whiskey.
Oh, no, I'm behind, bud.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Me up anyway. Make it 2 fingers though, right? Nicely done. Randy's saying,
Randy.
In 3 hours I'll be enjoying a bourbon myself.
Carla says, only joking.
It's funny because like we're reading text and we try and just like apply like our own voices to them, right? I tell you what, I'm going to read all of them in a, I don't know. Julie's saying, we'll do it like a, what kind of voice should I try and do?
I think you should do an Alaskan.
Alaskan? The fuck does Alaskan sound?
Thought I'd challenge you.
Oh, you fucking
You want an easy one, do you? You want an easy one. I think you should do Tibetan.
A Tibetan? Alright. Okay, I'm going to try it.
I think you should do Mongolia.
No. Without going to the gym for my workout, namaste. You keep talking about drams? How many drams you drink at once? Namaste. How do we drink at once? Well, it's usually a double or a triple at once, like. Do it Australian.
Carla Mitch, after her a rude comment about us being ball bags, She says, where is it? A wee Glenmorangie for me. Glenmorangie is pish.
Debbie said, do it Australian. Right, I'll try it in Australian. My shitty Australian accent. Right, here we go. Good day, mate. I'll always get that response with my name, Randy. LOL. Throw another shrimp on the bob, eh? It's always the same when you do it Australian. Do your Russian accent, they said. It will sound Tibetan. LOL.
Namaste. It's fucking terrible.
Jessica Harper saying that was too funny. I'm Alaskan. My apologies, Jessica. Welsh accent. Oh god, that's too
What is
hard.
the Welsh accent? What's the Welsh patron saying?
St. David.
It's David.
Yes, aye. Packet of crisps, aye. To the Welsh accent, aye. Punty Bandy.
St. David's known for his packet of crisps. Aye.
St. David and his packet of crisps, aye, and Punty Bandy.
Whose coat is that jacket? See those two houses? Mine's the one in the middle.
St. David, you sounded Indian.
Oh man. I think I need more water. Oh, dear. Two Finger Deep says, oh, that's fucking gold.
Namaste.
Slinglandy says, I can't remember when I last laughed this like this. Time to get myself another 2 inches from in brackets, probably whiskey. Love it.
Listen to Jenny. I'm just going to read the first line. I'm down, but not out. Night, boys. Keep those fingers clean and the jokes dirty, not the other way around.
Yes.
Fair play, Jenny.
Chloe Lane says, do you think it would be a good idea to try whiskey yoga? Never heard of it, but it sounds great. And Carla Mitch says, I was only joking, by the way. I love you guys, really. You call us ball bags. However, if you're going to call us that again, it's B-A-W. Ball. And Charlie Gibson says, no, Charlie _ Gibson _ 2020 says, you guys are super sexy as hell.
Ooh.
Anyway, I'm going to go for some water.
Water.
Because I need to stay hydrated if I'm going to continue this live feed.
Oh my god, wait, before you go, bud, you got to hear
What?
this troll. I never believed in spell casting, but after 6 years of dating, I still imagine how Dr. Omo brought my ex-lover back to me in just 24 hours. No one could never make me believe that this is real spellcaster that really works. I want to quickly tell the world there's a real online spellcaster that is powerful and genuine. His name is Dr. Omo. He helped me recently to reunite my relationship with my ex.
Right, so everyone on Facebook right now, please go, Facebook's here, right? Facebook, please go and like, comment and subscribe. No, subscribe. Please comment on that post.
No, because it's an absolute spam.
No, that's good thing to say. This is amazing. Please tell me more. I'm going for water.
A spellcaster, Jesus Christ. And I'm sure he's a Nigerian prince too. Oh man, see these people that try and scam, like what the fuck are they doing with their lives? Honestly, we get them all the time. Like, because we've got our blue ticks, they're all like, we want to put adverts on your page, we'll pay you $500 an advert. And what they want to do is they want to get us to post a scam and therefore whatever. And they throw big bucks at you. Like, there's people there sitting by their computers trying to scam people. It's absolutely unreal. And here's this guy with his Dr. Love spellcaster from Nigeria, probably has a bank account he wants to send you cash from. I mean, do you think anyone actually falls for that bullshit? I mean, must do, otherwise they wouldn't do it. Has he really gone to take a blanket to the boot? Yeah, Rachel, he has, yeah. We're not animals, Rachel. Rachel, if he didn't take the blanket, the girls would get cold out there. It's just the way it is. We'd be one of them might die, and they would be forced to dig a hole, unfortunately. Laurie saying, my Nigerian lost uncle. Jeanette saying, it's only early afternoon here and already I want to snuggle down with a glass of whiskey. Happy days. Angela Burns saying, they're sad people. They are. There must be people who fall for it, though. It's unreal. Hopefully they've earned a pillow too. They will. Dawn saying, people really do fall for scammers. I have tons of stories from people over the years. Yeah, but some of them are so obvious with their scams. I understand the ones where it's like an email and it kind of looks like your bank and all that kind of nonsense, but I mean, that one, a spellcaster. How many streams does that twanger put on just to try and get people to buy into it? You should, in fact, with that kind of, who was it again? It was, I can't remember, it was one of the celebrities, and what they were doing was they were contacting these spammers and taking up their time, like answering their questions. So the scammer was spending all their time trying to talk to this person who was ultimately just winding them up. And it meant that, and he took the view that if they're wasting time speaking to me, they're not scamming someone else, basically. What you got, more water, buddy?
Yes, I did get more water. Oh, my computer switched off.
What happened? No.
Did that whole thing when it switches off again.
That was our Nigerian prince casting a spell on you. That's what's happened.
Fuck.
You're going to have to use some of your hippy dippy spiritual magic against it.
Mother.
Oh, fucker. You need to get your mystic buddy, Ken. You fucking cast it.
Yeah, fuck.
He makes it harder for legit spellcasters to be taken seriously. Chad Taylor. Oh, that guy's scam is claiming he's a spellcaster. Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is a spellcaster? It's
I
like
guess
Harry Potter.
I bet whatever he's written, it translates into spellcaster in English. I bet that's what it is. Okay, Simon saying, dad joke, when is a biscuit tin like a fountain when it's a square tin? Has Rab named his stormtroopers? I have, actually. This one is called Hear No Evil. That one's called See No Evil. And this one is going to be called, you guessed it, Speak No Evil. There we are. Kit Bogart, the guy who plays with scammers. That's the one, Kelly. Spang on. Spang on.
Spang on?
Spang on there, yeah.
Spang on,
yeah.
rock and roll! Get rid of that. Do apologise. YouTube and Instagram, I will be with you momentarily.
Yeah.
My computer just likes to switch off now and again. I do need a new one, and I will buy a new one next month, I think. Sassy Chicken.
Sassy Chicken.
Switch apps, and you guys are still going.
Stuck 2 fingers deep. Send spellcaster Billy Beeching. Oh man, I wish you could go back and edit the name of the stream to 2 fingers deep. It's going to be Burns Night Whisky Live, and we know that we went 2 fingers deep.
Can somebody please comment on Instagram just so I know that it's working? Oh, what just happened there?
Oh, thank you, Don. Don's just sharing our page for our merchandise. Somebody's asking for it. Is it coming up yet?
Yeah, I think it is. Oh, hang on, Susan. Yeah, go. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Please bear with me on YouTube. Don't know where I am, Robert. Oh no, I'm good. I know where I am here.
Gregory's asking, when do you wear underwear? What style you wear under your kilt, jocks, brief, boxers? None, Gregory. We do not. Anne is saying, good grief, you're still at it. I've done my exercises, hoovered my house, had a meal, and come back on. And you're shocked, and it's a Whisky Live. You know the drill, dear.
Yeah. Susan Hurst gives a donation. Can you hold up a bottle of whiskey again? I'm trying to get it today. The one we're drinking right now, of course, Susan, absolutely, to YouTube, is this one here. Take a screenshot right now. It's lovely. And we will probably finish that bottle tonight.
There's a good chance it'll happen. Of course, Facebook is flipped.
So XXXX2384, just in case you want to write that down.
XXXX.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. XXXX2384 says, Rab, I love you, lol.
Why is that funny? Why lol? You don't get down on one knee and say, I love you. Lol.
It's almost like a not joke, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like, lol.
I love you.
I used to have a laugh with that as a guy I used to work beside. And he was upset with his girl he was seeing at the time. He was like, oh, I think she wants to break up with me. I was like, just ask her. Just say to her that she's annoying you. I was like, put lol on the end. You can say what you want as long as there's lol on the end. So he's like, really? I was like, yeah. Just say, yeah, you were a pain in the arse last night. Lol. That made it okay, right? Deborah said it was backwards. What's the scotch? It's called Backwards Scotch by Glenlivet. So,
yes.
It's Facebook flipped it, so it's the Signatory Vintage.
There we go. Alternaton CZ says, what is this stream? It's almost midnight in here and I am scared.
Scared?
I don't know why you're scared, but I don't know what to say to that. Lizzie Blue, I worked in aged care and I am passionate about protecting those I care from these low life scammers. Damn it.
Amanda's saying, in the military and putting start after every horrible thing you say to your commander.
Yes. Where are we? Ah, 2 Fingers Deep change our name back.
What? Take her off that board. She's not getting fingered again.
Just for the record, you were going to get fingered. Sassy Chicken, I'm a clan member. Who's Sassy Chicken?
Sassy Chicken?
I don't know. Yasmin Menzies says, no. It is. It's alive. Hiya. We are.
Who?
It is working now. I don't know. Hello, Stephen. So Yasmin said to Siglinde, I went 2 fingers deep.
Wait, now I need to get this joke from Linnell. Hold on 2 seconds. I need to secure it. Right. I don't know what a yank, a pom, and an Aussie were. I don't know what a yank and a pom. A yank's an American. What's a pom? You know what a pom is?
Yeah, pom is that not an Englishman? Pom.
Is it?
Yeah.
A yank, a pom, and an Aussie were sitting in the
pom
pub
is an Englishman.
talking about cars. The pom piped up, we've got a Jaguar and we call it Kitten because it purrs. That's nothing, said the yank. We've got a Mercury and it's called Cougar because it's so graceful on the highway. You're a pair of beginner, drawled the Aussie. We've got a Commodore and we call it Clitoris because every cunt has got one. Oh.
So Yasmin and Siglinde are having a conversation. So Yasmin says, I went 2 fingers deep. And Siglinde says, it is the way.
It is the only way. Oh, no, yeah, because what's it in? Anybody seen The Mandalorian? That's the line they use. It is the way. Yeah, it's a Mandalorian joke.
The lonely traveller is asking for Instagram. So
you have to put it lower for all the other streams.
Yeah, Instagram. Take a screenshot. Instagram. Now. Facebook. You can go that way and take a screenshot. Now. And YouTube. Take a screenshot. Now.
Nobody could really give a fuck on the screen. They're just going to stare at it like that.
I would say to Ariane, high fives to you. Now. Charlie Gibson, looking for a kilt and brand, but don't know where to go. Can you give me any suggestions? If you're looking for a kilt, go to Margaret Morrison. That's where we get our kilts and sports from.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
Shocking sexist attitude to women. How can you look at your daughters?
What's that?
Says Stevie Glenn Lee says, shocking sexist attitude to women. How can you look at your daughters?
What did we say?
I don't know.
Well, Stevie, sometimes I let them out of the cage, and when I do, we have fun. That's for about 20 minutes a day. What was his name?
Stevie Glenn Lee. I don't know if that's serious or not, but man, if that's serious, then you need to maybe stop watching his live feed.
Because I can't even think what we said recently. The movie chat was about an hour ago.
We've talked about having our wives in the boot of our cars, throwing them downstairs.
He must be joking. He must be joking.
If you think of that serious, then I can look at yourself in the eyes.
Amanda saying, what is that about having to dig a hole earlier? I think you guys have already started. We have many holes dug in the desert. Amanda,
dear.
Bill Moore is saying, is that your house? This is our office, actually. Yeah. This is where we can stream. Don't forget the girl in the barrel, Rachel says.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody's daughter in there, you know.
I know. Deborah's saying, wait till they get older and you have to beat the boys off. My girls better not be beating any boys off. I tell you that right now. That'll be not happening. Because if that happens, there'll be holes in the desert and holes in the garden, holes everywhere. I tell you.
Let's be fair. The guys will be beating themselves off.
Yeah. It'll be like scene out of Bad Boys when the guy, the poor lad, comes to pick up the girl and then he pretends he's just got out of jail and gives him a hard time.
Jeff Thompson Music says, question, having breakfast or skipping it? I will be having breakfast tomorrow.
Kim say, wish my office looked like yours. Well, come work for us then, Kim. Boom. Problem solved.
Ooh. BB says, I must run to my lover. Have a great night, you two. Fingers deep. BB, I hope your lover enjoys those two fingers. Dear. Lizzie Blue says, it's 10 a.m. too early to start drinking. We dram in my coffee. Yes, that sounds great. And Justice says, how many cameras are you running right now? We've got 3. We've got Facebook, YouTube, Instagram.
Keep them busy, eh?
Always. Keridwin Murphy says 2 fingers is the way. Lizzie Blue says, give a donation of $7.99.
Yes.
Susan says thanks. And Party gives a donation of £2. What is the biggest goal you want to achieve in 2021?
Finish our book.
Yes.
They haven't started yet, but it'll happen. We've
got an idea for the book and we have a publisher who wants to publish it. So we will be writing a book in 2021. Kathy Richard says, have a drink for me. I am watching my grandkids. And Cheryl K is on. Wow, I didn't think I'd catch the live.
Oh, the yummy mummy. Yay, gunshot. There we are.
Lizzie Blue saying, do you like a lady in a kilt? Yeah. Prefer a lady in nothing, to be fair. I'm going to go back to Instagram, see what's happening.
Laurie saying, blizzard here now and schools are closed, may need more whiskey. That's it. Button down. Is it button down the hatches or buckle down the hatches? Why is it button down?
Button down the hatches.
Is it button?
Uh-huh.
Is that right?
Yep.
Why do hatches have buttons? Oh well. Barbara's saying, I love you guys, you always make me smile. Oh, that's nice, Barbara. You got a nice flower for your profile picture. I'll drink to that. Batten down the hatches. There, that makes fucking sense. Now. There we are. But in chat saying buckle. Bill's saying batten. It's 2-1. 3-1 for Rachel. There we are. Batten.
Dizzy Robin says the mounted Highland cow plush is amazing. Aren't they? Okay, thanks 60, says Charlie Gibson.
Everybody's on there for ban. What
And
fucking
Lanilla
ban?
Brown John says, "What a way to wake up! You wee lads have cracked me up."
Oh, that rhymes, right?
Yeah. And Yasmin saying, "Perfect gentleman." Yasmin, I don't think that's accurate. Because we're anything but.
Does she mean because we use 2 fingers and not 3?
Because we ask.
Because we ask.
We ask if it's okay. Is it okay to have 2?
Do it, do Simone. Do it softly.
So Mustard Joel says, "My partner and I are throwing a kilt party for our pre-wedding party." That sounds awesome.
Sweet.
What's a kilt party? We wear kilts all the time. I have no idea what a kilt party is.
Deborah saying, "We lads, lol."
Right, where are we on YouTube? Leading a kilt. Da, 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 da. Have you ever thought about entering a bodybuilding competition? You have when you were younger?
I did. I was a junior once upon a time. Never again.
Kathy says, "I look better in jeans, not a skirt." Partick. Josh, and back down the hatches originated in the Old Navy, where it signified preparing for a storm by fastening down canvas over doorways and hatches openings with strips of wood called battens. There we go. Thanks, Josh.
Amanda's saying, "I thought it was long and strong." When it's aroused, it is, Amanda. This is just like falling into the gutter and it's raining heavily. It's just like, it's messy now.
Yasmin says, "My kids are banging on their cage, so I better go and feed them." I'll be right back.
My brother Bilo, he was looking at my sister. He's like, "Never gonna get this. Never gonna get this." That Borat movie was priceless.
It's because you use 2 fingers, not the 4 with the thumbs up.
Oh, Yasmin, you're so sweet. I'm assuming that was Yasmin, yeah?
No, that was the Lonely Traveller.
Oh.
It was Yasmin who said, "My kids are banging on the cage, so I better go feed them." Be right back.
Okay.
So Funny Guy 1985 says, "Question, how would you guys handle an embarrassing moment?" By not being embarrassed.
Just live it. Own it.
By laughing and understanding that we're all human. And nobody is the picture perfect person. Picture perfect person.
I'm slowly running out of gas. I'm getting tired.
Carla Mitch 01 says, "You're definitely a good looking pair of ball bags." There we go, Carla. That's more
how
like
we
it.
roll, Carla.
Yeah. Please bring Scotland back to the EU. Alejandro 75G. Well, there's nothing we can do about that.
Kim's saying, "Are you two going to participate in the online Great Kilt Skate?" I'd never heard of that before, but I can't skate, not unless I want those wee penguins.
Yes, you've had that before, haven't you?
Amanda's saying, "I'll say it again, I love it in the gutter. I'll save you boys a spot." That's not what she said.
Oh, aye.
In fact, do you know what? I'm going to just say it the way I see it, because I've had a few
Where should I put
whiskeys.
those 2 fingers deep?
So Amanda
Right in the
says,
gutter.
"I'll say it again, I love it in the gutter. I'll save you boys a spot." That's what Amanda said.
Yeah,
Anything
yeah.
you say, Amanda, I'm going to read it out worse than you wrote it. That's how we're going to roll.
Lizzie Blue says, "Don't you worry, I know my way around a man in a kilt."
Yeah. Nathan saying, "Good night, folks. I'm off to drive my elderly parents home for our evening meal together. Stay safe and keep smiling." Good night, Nathan. Drive safely. Drive safely. Drive safely.
Fun Guy 1985. Here's an example. Somebody walks in on you with your significant other at the wrong time at some scheduled area.
Then I would say, "Quick, grab a camera. I'm going to put this on my Instagram."
Yeah. Why would you be with your significant other at a scheduled area? Oh, a secluded area, not scheduled. A secluded area. If I didn't want that to be public knowledge, I wouldn't be doing it. Just saying. If you want to be doing things in secluded areas, but accessible to other people, then you're running the risk of people walking in on you. So you laugh it off. You're like, hey, you give them the thumbs up. Give them the 3 thumbs up. You know.
Don saying some of us never venture far out the gutter. Well, fair play.
Yeah.
I'm running out of steam.
Yeah. We're gonna go now, guys, because the comments are running out of gas. For everyone who has joined us for Burns Night, we thank you. We are going to continue drinking these whiskies.
We're going to chat about life, philosophy, and
probably boobs.
Boobs. Yeah, we're going to chat about some boobs. And 2 fingers deep, 3 fingers deep. Debbie says, give them a bit of a wave and carry on. Way.
Right. We'll love you and leave you.
Yep. Have a good week, everybody. Thank you.
Bye, Facebook.